Hello to the Wonderworld. Say hello to Balan's World. Come and celebrate with us. Our new stream, our life. Hi, Charkie.
Hey, Cass.
Hi, one and all. Hi, everyone in the audience. Hi, everyone who tuned in and turned up for the beginning of our cooperative playthrough of Balan Wonderworld. Originally released March 26th, 2021 across the PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows PCs. Developed by Arzest and published by Squeenix, or as someone called them, Square Enix. This is a big one, as they say in the bad game space. And it is a platformer, which is not my favorite genre, so I felt it was very necessary and very fortunate that we have Charkie, who will be taking lead on this game and in playing this game during our playthrough. It has to be you. It can't be me. I need the ability to dip in and out when I'm clearly not up to the task of platforming.
All right, when you can't handle this game made for literal babies, then I can take over for it.
Yes, very necessary. Some discussion in chat about whether we're spoiling this game. Spoiler alert, we're going to play the whole goddamn game. So, prepare yourselves for that accordingly. We're going to have a history section before the game proper starts. Expect that to take a while, but this game is well known for being the work of Yuji Naka and Naoto Ohshima, who are two of the original fathers of Sonic the Hedgehog, came together in collaboration to produce this. And it was not reviewed kindly, and the post-release was also rife with controversy, as Yuji Naka couldn't help but keep himself out of trouble. And schisms that formed.
Yuji Naka.
Yeah, to the extent that he faced jail time, not necessarily for the game or because the game was bad. That's not how prison works. Though some weirdo gamers would maybe argue that it should be. You make a bad game, go directly to jail. But no, for other reasons that we'll eventually get into in the course of covering this whole story and all the weird circumstances around it. But before we even get into the history section, before we really dive deep into this, I think you all know what time it is. It's time for Charkie's Stream Snack. Now, Charkie, I'm going to begin this segment by asking you, what are you drinking tonight?
Okay, well, let's see. Right here. Tonight's drink is a C4 Performance Energy.
C4? Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon! Very good. Alright, continue. That was my bit. That was all I had.
How about a Heineken instead?
No, fuck that shit.
Alright, a C4 Performance Energy Starburst Strawberry Zero Sugar Sport Fitness Performance Energy Drink. That's a mouthful. And the food tonight is a gyros. Just gyros from a local restaurant.
I believe you mean gyros.
Yeah, I meant gyro.
Gyros.
But let's check out the C4. That is... They nailed that Starburst strawberry flavor exactly. Like, strawberry Starburst does not taste like strawberry. It tastes like strawberry Starburst. And they have gotten that flavor down to a T here.
To a science.
Mm-hmm.
God bless food science. And drink science, I suppose.
I mean, that is the best Starburst flavor, is the strawberry. So, that works out for me.
Do they have an artificial grape? Do they have a fake grape Starburst?
I don't think they have grape Starburst.
All right, then I'll defer to you. I'll say that. I'll agree that strawberry is the best. They have lemon and orange.
They do have lemon, yeah. And orange. Those are my stream snacks. Gyros and C4 energy drink.
How are the gyros?
They're good.
This is a present from
Unfortunately,
me
they're
to
not
you.
super fresh because I got them earlier today, but they're still good.
Well, that's good to hear. And thank you, courteous Canadian, for the cheering and saying that we're a great Twitter follow. Cheers. Cheers to you as I drink my PBR. That'll do it for the Stream Sack segment, and we will quickly transition to the 4x3 stage and to my slideshow. And this one's gonna take a minute. So prepare yourselves, get comfy in your seats, prepare your own stream snack and stream drink if you must, as I regale y'all with the tale of Yuji Naka and Naoto Ohshima, and of Balan Wonderworld. We begin with Yuji Naka, who was born September 17th, 1965, in the city of Hirakawa within the Osaka prefecture. As a child, he learned to program by replicating and debugging video game code printed in magazines. To quote him in a interview conducted with him on behalf of Sega, doing a little bit of a retrospective on his time with the company, linked here, and by Naka's testimony. Before I joined Sega, I had an NEC PC 8001 computer, and in high school I used to use the MZ80C for computer classes. At school I only learned BASIC, but at home I used BASIC and machine code to make games and demos. At the time I liked anime, so I made Lum from Urusei Yatsura dance on the screen and moved Macross across it. And I also liked Pengo, so I made that too. But basically, I typed in programs that were in I.O. magazine or monthly ASCII and played games, is how he spent his childhood, his formative years. This used to be a thing that magazines used to do, by the way, in case anyone's curious about that, is that certain programming magazines would just print out pages and pages of code that you would have to type in yourself on your comparable computer and run. And that's how a lot of kids learned how to program across Japan, across Europe, and to some extent in North America. And it was cheaper to do that, to print the code, than it was to actually bundle a floppy disk with it, or whatever the case would be. So that's a...
You know, I really miss games coming on physical media. I want my copy of Skyrim to come in on paper.
Across 50 books that you have to.
Yeah.
Thousands of pages. There was a question asked to Yuji Naka during this interview where someone mentioned that at the time, many people submitted their own programs to those sorts of magazines. Did you ever submit programs to them? To which Yuji Naka responds, I didn't. I was thinking of entering the second Enix program contest, so I made a 3D shooting game on the PC 8001. I bought a floppy disk drive for that purpose and kept working on it, but in the end, I didn't make it in time. And I like that little snippet because Enix obviously goes on to become absorbed by Squaresoft to form Square Enix. So even back then, and the Enix programming contest was a massive deal in Japan. A lot of programmers got their starts in the industry submitting to Enix's programming contest. A lot of PC to eventual console developers. So I feel like that's an interesting note to make there. After graduating, Naka decided not to enroll in university, but stayed in Osaka, and in around 1983, he saw that Sega was looking for programming assistants and applied for the job. Following a brief interview, he began working for Sega in April 1984. He talks about his time joining Sega. When I first joined Sega, I worked from 8:30 to 5:15 and went straight back to the dormitory. The Sega Omori dormitory had a tin roof, tin on the sides, and a shared toilet with wooden corridors that creaked when you walked on them. There were 2 guys in a 6 tatami room, and there was no bath, so we went to a public bath. We had to be in the public bath by 11 p.m., so even if we had overtime, we had to leave Sega at 10:30 p.m. We would sprint home on our bikes and take a bath. He laughs as he recalls this memory. And, this is how a lot of programmers were brought up in this time. As apprentices, they were brought into dormitories. Basically, you worked and you slept in the same place. And it's a big part of Japanese work culture. And what drove a lot of, their work ethic at this time. And if you grew up with these sort of practices as an employee at one of these video game companies, these practices sort of stick with you. And this will come up again, believe you may. But Naka's first task, his first real job at Sega, was in designing maps and checking floppy disks for a version of Lode Runner that was meant to come out for the SF7000. a floppy disk and RAM add-on peripheral for the SC3000 home computer they were marketing. But Naka can't recall whether this game actually came out or not. So his first credited game is this Girls Garden game for the SG, the Sega Mark III, I should say, which is also known as the Master System in America. This only came out in Japan, of course, but on Naka's recollection of working on Lode Runner, I was making and checking maps for the floppy disk version of Lode Runner. People say that the SF7000 may or may not have been released, but I have seen SF7000s with serial numbers 98 and 99 inside Sega, so I think that about 100 units of this piece of hardware were produced and released. This Lode Runner is different from the one that was released as a ROM file, as a cartridge ROM, but if you ask me, was it really sold? I don't know. It may have been released, it may have been bundled with the SF7000, or maybe it wasn't released. I have no idea, which is a great way to reflect on your own industry history. It's just to say, I don't know what I worked on, I don't know what came out, I don't know if that actually materialized into anything. But we get to Girls Garden. Oh,
I do want to make a slight correction to your note there, if I may. That Girls Garden was released on the SG-1000,
Fully
which is
aware
not the
of
Mark
what
III.
I'm doing. Can't you see?
it was also released on the Sega Mark III. You can see on the cover here for the SG-3000 and SG-1000. The SG-3000, as I recall, is the Sega Mark III. I could be wrong on that.
No,
I will drink it.
the SC-3000, you said?
Yeah, Sega Console 3000.
I think the SC-3000 was a home computer, and the SG was the game console.
Well, then the source I was looking at got some of this information wrong, which is that Sega interview. Maybe it was a mistranslation.
Yeah. This is a weird thing because somehow I'm familiar with the game Girls Garden. So yeah, I caught that.
And there's another thing where the Wikipedia on Yuji Naka mistranslates Lode Runner as Road Runner. So there's this claim that the first game he worked on was Road Runner for the SG-1000 or whatever the fuck, and that's clearly wrong. Yeah, so they meant to say Lode Runner, and I can confirm that was a version of Lode Runner that I don't think came out to back his play there, to back his statement. But let's talk about Girls Garden. For whatever system it came out for, the first game I programmed after joining Sega was Girls Garden, according to Naka. After I joined the company, I was making various test programs for a month, and my section chief told me, as part of your training, think of a game for girls and make it. So Miyauchi, Hiro-sensei, as he calls him, and I started making it together. But then about 2 months later, the section chief called me again and said, hey, we're going to sell it. So what was originally meant as just a sort of test, a sort of project for these amateur developers to work on and sort of hone their craft, ends up getting sold as an actual product. Naka then goes on to work on Hokuto no Ken, localized as Black Belt, Spy vs. Spy, Conversion to Space Harrier, and Outrun, all for the Mark III and Master System. He proved himself a steady hand in his programming. He's a competent programmer, but these games did little to stand out across, gave him little to stand out for, because these were rather like workman-like products, conversion work, and there's not a lot of opportunity to like show off what he was really capable of in the process of making these rather typical genre games and conversions. Where he really had the chance to prove himself was with Phantasy Star on the Mark III Master System. Sega began development of the game so they could compete with the burgeoning popularity of console RPGs, particularly Dragon Quest. I mean, Dragon Quest, that was what they were chasing here. The team wanted to stand out from it in the market, wanted to make sure they weren't just cloning Dragon Quest, so they added elements like a 3D dungeon, like the sort of grid-style one. They had a female protagonist, which was very unique for the time. They had a lot of animation in the game, and also the fact that it's a science fiction setting, which was, again, very unique for the time for an RPG. The game setting was a sort of fusion between fantasy and science fiction, which was an idea that was apparently inspired by Star Wars, which its fingerprints all over this game, of course. The team had to use some pretty clever programming to fit all their content onto a 4 megabit cartridge, which was massive for the time, obviously a pittance now, but for the Master System was a big cartridge and a big deal. This task was accomplished thanks in part to Yuji Naka's role as lead programmer. He probably had to innovate a lot of compression techniques at the time, and there was some economical graphic design, which was done in collaboration with Naoto Ohshima, who was character designer on Phantasy Star. This is where our second player enters the story. Phantasy Star was Ohshima's first project at Sega, and although there was no team director on Phantasy Star, There's a Kotaro Hayashida who believes that he had the largest role in shaping the game as its lead designer and scenario writer, but Naoto Ohshima, for his part, says that Yuji Naka was the guy in charge. So that's Ohshima's statement at that time. And what I'm going to read here, there's really not much known about Naoto Ohshima as there is about Yuji Naka. I think he's a more guarded person in general. So a lot of the snippets we have in his early life are brought to us by this Sega 16 article. So I'm going to read from it a little bit here. Naoto Ohshima was born in Japan on January 26, 1964. Reportedly, he studied at the University of Tokyo, eventually found his way to Sega of Japan in 1987, where he was hired on as a designer. Ohshima's first project was Phantasy Star for the Master System, where he worked as design magic alongside other Sega stars Rieko Kodama, who was in charge of design, and Yuji Naka on lead programming, the duo with whom he would later make history, alluding to Sonic the Hedgehog that comes a little later. This early effort led to work on other games like Space Harrier 3D and Spellcaster, again with Kodama. Ohshima was part of the group that moved from the Master System to the Genesis when they began to transition to the next hardware, and he found himself collaborating once again with Kodama and Naka, this time on the sequel to Phantasy Star, which was at the time the largest cartridge game ever made. So, big first project to get put on, and he quickly makes friends or acquaintances with the likes of Yuji Naka, and Rieko Kodama, who, RIP, was also incredibly important in the foundation and design of Sonic the Hedgehog, which we'll be getting to right about now, as Ohshima became part of a 15-person task force dubbed Sega R&D No. 8, also known as AM8, and better known as Sonic Team, the studio that becomes Sonic Team. This team was tasked with creating a character that could compete against Nintendo's Mario, with Kodama and Hirokazu Yasuhara on design duty and Yuji Naka heading the programming. Ohshima took on the task of coming up with the game's mascot character, coming up with the character designs. Close to 200 ideas were tossed around by the development team, including different like rabbit designs and like a bear and a tortoise and all sorts of stuff, as you brainstorm.
Just desperately look around the office going, a chair, a chair that you can run around with, and...
Hey, any idea is a great idea when you're strapped for ideas, including pairing Sonic with a human woman by the name of Madonna, which was a dropped concept, which they brought back for Sonic 06. Funny that. And Sonic 06 will also play into the story later. But here's the thing. Close to 200 designs were tossed around until Sega settled on Ohshima's Hedgehog design, codenamed Mr. Needlemouse, which he had drawn on a napkin initially. So they latched onto that design, iterated on it. Naoto Ohshima had final say in the final rendering, as pictured in this diagram here. Sonic the Hedgehog was born, and the rest is history when it comes to that franchise. Needless to say, quite successful, that game. Bursts a franchise. And following the success of the first Sonic the Hedgehog game, Ohshima spent the next 2 years not doing much, according to the official timeline. Didn't put out anything until 1993. Yuji Naka, in this time, immediately following the success of Sonic the Hedgehog, the original game, Naka took a group of employees to the United States to work at the Sega Technical Institute, who basically they all had to relocate to California to join a development division led by Mark Cerny, who aimed to establish a, quote, elite development studio combining the design philosophies of American and Japanese developers. So funny that name popping up, Mark Cerny. He goes on to have his own history in the industry, but that's a little outside the purview of this. This is already going to go on long enough as is before we get into Mark Cerny's history with Sega and so forth. So
I always forget how old Mark Cerny is.
Yeah. So this move and losing Naka for a period of time and some of the other Sonic Team alum could be said to have worked out in Ohshima's favor, as he was now free to take Sonic in a new direction, as its remaining lead visionary still stationed in Japan. So while Naka's team worked on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in America, Ohshima's group developed Sonic CD, where he took the director reins for the first time in his history in the industry, and to historical effect. I mean, people to this day will claim that Sonic CD is the best of the 2D Sonic games, at least before like Mania or what have you. People still point to Sonic CD as being demonstrably mechanically better than Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or 3 or what have you. That's a subject for debate. I can't really weigh on it. I don't have a horse and a dog in this fight one way or the other. But,
I personally disagree, but that's fine.
Exactly. Just let it be known that Yuji Naka, if you bring up the fact that Sonic CD, or you say to him that you conject that Sonic CD is the best Sonic game, he might have some words about it, especially now, because he not being around for it and giving Ohshima credit for anything is something that he is vehemently against these days. But again, that will come with time. So Yuji Naka eventually returns to Sega Japan to work on the new Sega Saturn console that launches. He pairs up with Ohshima again to work on a 3D aerial platformer by the name of Nights into Dreams. Releases in 1996. Naka produced the game and programmed, while Ohshima directed and provided the character designs. And Nights will undoubtedly go on to serve as the biggest influence on Balan Wonderworld's design, in case you're wondering what the relevance here is. There's an A-Life engine, which is a big marketing component of Nights into Dreams, where you have these Nightopians who sort of serve as Chow-like characters, or Tim-like characters, if Balan Wonderworld is your point of reference. So, very early system for, like, raising, not pets necessarily, but for having, like, the species that lives inside your game and that you sort of care for, which becomes a sort of recurring idea across Sonic games, and ultimately moving into Balan Wonderworld. We'll see that in the game itself. Around the time Nights into Dreams is getting developed, there's another Sonic game in development at STI by the name of Sonic Extreme, which never comes out, but was meant to be the 3D Sonic game on Sega Saturn. It was meant to be like the lead Sonic game on that platform. Development by STI. Was planned in time for a Christmas 1996 release. Unfortunately, the project would see several delays and development issues that gave Sega justification to pull the plug. So in 1997, Sonic Extreme is officially canceled, leaving the Sega Saturn without an official mainline Sonic game. There's Sonic R, there's Sonic 3D Blast, there's Sonic Jam, but none of these really count as like a big-time mainline Sonic game, if you ask me. Sonic 3D Blast probably comes closest, but is kind of underwhelming. This seems like a good time to mention that, hold on, this is the wrong slide. Here we go, this is the slide I want. This seems like a good time to mention that nobody likes Yuji Naka. Like, across the entire industry. Look at his happy employees here. Look at his happy, smiling employees in this picture. He's a perfectionist. He's highly protective of his spot in any company he works for. And he's a huge proponent of crunch culture. People have accused him of canceling Geist Force and throwing its staff under the bus for his own short-sighted gains. He hand-waved everything Peter Moore had to say during the Dreamcast's final days. He shit-talked fellow employees out of jealousy when he saw that other studios were doing better than they were at the time. He flaunts how rich he is online. He's a huge race car enthusiast, so he posts these million-dollar cars that he owns and competes in. But most infamously, if people are going to point to any like key example of why they hate Yuji Naka, it has to do with Sonic Extreme. So roughly a decade after Sonic Extreme's cancellation, rumors started popping off that the game's cancellation was due, at least in part, to Yuji Naka refusing to let STI use the Nights into Dreams engine for portions of Sonic Extreme. Being able to utilize the engine Naka created would have saved the team valuable development time, according to conjecture. Story goes that when Naka learned STI was using the Nights engine without his approval, he threatened to resign from Sega, a move which he apparently pulled semi-regularly. This ultimatum forced Sega of Japan executives to take the engine away from STI. Thus, according to the rumors, this was a contributing factor in STI being unable to meet development deadlines, leading to the project's cancellation. Now, Naka has been asked about this multiple times, and in 2022, he finally took to Twitter to post his side of the story, which I'm going to quote here. The Nights I programmed was coded in full Scratch assembly, so there is no way I could share that engine with people who are making a game in C, because they don't understand it, and the documentation doesn't exist. All these people who tell these stories are liars. Nights program was so special that it's impossible to use it for anything, and I have never even heard of anyone wanting to use it. Saturn was designed to be the most powerful 2D hardware, so 3D was very difficult. I really have a problem with people telling lies. Someone asks him a follow-up question, so what actually did happen to Sonic Extreme? And by Yuji Naka's measure, they made a Sonic game without my knowledge and without my permission, and when they couldn't make it themselves, the project was terminated. I guess I feel like they are trying to make it my fault, as I have never seen it and had nothing to do with it. It's a terrible story. So, look, the truth behind the story of Sonic Extreme's cancellation is never going to be fully known. STI are probably not completely blameless in this story. I would hazard a guess they probably missed a lot of their development milestones. I would guess that the game was kind of like a hot mess. I would imagine that Naka probably did play some role in it, with his like ego being what it is. And, you know, he even says like they were making a Sonic game without my permission, as if it like the sole ownership of Sonic the Hedgehog laid on him. What really matters here, the key thing is that everyone in the industry is willing to believe it's true, because Yuji Naka's reputation within the industry is just so toxic. He is such a hated individual. Johnny Baggett in the chat, who I know is a very tuned into the story, also asking, "Oh yeah, Naka. So what happened with Sonic 06? Didn't happen to also help screw up that game's development." We'll get to that. Don't you worry. But yes, this is where this slide should be, because I want to mention that we're going to move along with the story now. Yuji Naka and Ohshima, and Naoto Ohshima, continue to work together on the likes of Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic R, Sonic Jam. All of the above saw Naka in programming and producer roles, and Ohshima in advisory roles for the most part. Then Ohshima worked on Burning Rangers, which Naka also collaborated on. But for Burning Rangers, Ohshima stepped up and served as director, character designer, and graphic artist. So that was like a passion project for him. It didn't take off the way that it should have, some would argue, but it does stand as a sort of symbol of like what his design ethos was, the game that he wanted to make at that time. What ends up being Ohshima's final Sonic project, and his final Sega game as well, ends up being Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast, which gave Ohshima his most different role yet. He assumed several positions, including story event design and producing the movie cutscenes, so he was in charge of like basically everything about the game's aesthetic and visuals. And you know, some of those in-engine cutscenes, a little, you know, at the time it was still moderately impressive stuff. It was a looker, it was an impressive game at its time, and you know, Sonic Adventure I think is a fine little game, full of flaws, but I'm not about to shit on it here, you know? That being said, at a certain point, Naoto Ohshima becomes very wary of Sega's sad financial state. So following the release of Sonic Adventure, Ohshima leaves the company. He sort of sees the writing on the wall, sees that this console manufacturing business of theirs is probably not going to remain in place. They're probably going to pivot to software. And as much as that seems like it would be a fit for him, a good fit for Ohshima, I think he just had like general skepticism about the futures of Sega as a whole.
So pictured here, he walked outside the building and stuck his thumb out on the side of the road to hitchhike to a different company.
Magic Mouse saying, "Bro has some nasty dandruff in this picture. He has sunglasses on his head."
Yeah.
Come on. Don't assume the worst in the man. So, Naoto Ohshima founds a studio by the name of Artoon in 1999. They were among the few independent software publishers in Japan that weren't directly tied to a publisher, and it assumed the rare position of embracing the Microsoft Xbox. With his new company, Ohshima sought to release new and innovative games for all consoles. And we're going to take you through some of the bangers that came out from Artoon during this time period, including Blinx the Time Cat, the Time Sweeper. I never get the name of this game right, even though it says it right there on the box. But Blinx the Time Sweeper, where he was a director and game designer. Blue Dragon, a game that is only known for a single song that plays during it, sung by the vocalist for Deep Purple, that featured in, what's it called? Barkley, Shut Up, and Jam Gaiden.
Yep.
That's the only
great song, by the way.
It is, but again, the only thing people remember from this game. Vampire Reign for the Xbox 360, which is a notoriously awful vampire stealth game in the style of Siphon Filter, or Splinter Cell perhaps. More Splinter Cell than that, but again, not particularly beloved. And Ju-On the Grudge, a fright simulator for the Nintendo Wii, which we've played on stream before, and may play again, as it is one of the worst Wii games of all time, in my humble opinion. One of the funniest, though, so at least there's that. Look, Ohshima's roles on these less than stellar games was largely in upper management. It's not the claim that the blame is really on him for the aesthetic and design shortcomings of these games, but clearly, and to borrow a phrase, graphic design is his passion, and his role as a director and producer wasn't one he was really well suited to. With the dissolution of Artoon as a result of owner AQ Interactive's bankruptcy, he moved to found a successor studio by the name of Arzest. And their primary work for a time lied in handheld and mobile games like iOS, Android, but also like for the 3DS and DS. And a lot of support studio work developing minigames on behalf of Nintendo for their Wii Play Motion compilation and the Street Pass Mii Plaza platform, where a bunch of different like minigames were sort of released. Which brings us back to Yuji Naka. After Sega left the console market in 2001, a few years after Naoto Ohshima had already left, Naka remained. He remained as an executive officer and oversaw its output for the next 5 years, worked on games like Choo Choo Rocket, and oversaw production on many of your favorites from this time as Sega was transitioning into software development and away from hardware development. On March 16th, 2006, Naka announced that he would leave Sega to create his own game studio, Prope. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Prope. Pick your own. He said he considered it a benefit that to be able to create games other than Sonic the Hedgehog games, which he was already doing, but never mind that. Naka also explained that the video game industry was young, leading to quick promotions, and he felt that his senior position at Sega had given him less time to be close to game development where he really wanted to be. The last Sonic game that Naka had been involved in was Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. The following quote is from Yuji Naka in an interview with Famitsu, conducted in 2016. To quote Yuji Naka here, "I was involved up until Sonic the Hedgehog, which released in 2006, but I left Sega halfway through, so I can't help but be worried about the parts that were made after that. The reason I chose that title in the first place was to make a big change at the 15th anniversary milestone, and to take another new step. So I deliberately chose the same name as the original. As a result, the reviews were not good, and I felt even more sorry that I couldn't be involved until the end." What this framing of events fails to convey is the fact that Naka poached like a bunch of team members from the core development team and stole them as he moved to Prope, which basically left Sonic 06 in like a scramble since they had suddenly lost like all their key programmers and lead visionary. And that probably results in a further rush production at a certain point, and probably to at least a few of the many woes that exist in the final product of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. But that's in the past, and definitely will never come up again. We'll definitely never have to play that game for this channel at any point. So Naka and Prope developed small games for the Wii and for mobile devices, much the same as Artoon, Arzest were doing at this time. You may know them for their work on Wii Play Motion. Hey, funny that coincidence. Two different studios that had been spun off by two of the main figures in the Sonic franchise, both having to work on some shitty minigame compilation for the Wii. And Ivy the Kiwi, which is apparently the only other game on Prope's resume that had like a Wikipedia page. So I guess that makes it the most important. And also during his time working as part of Prope, there was a reunion with Sega as they published Let's Tap and Let's Catch for the Wii, which were published by Sega. Naka explained that while it was uncommon in the West, he always maintained a strong relationship with his previous company, Sega, despite his departure from them on less than favorable terms and screwing them over. But no, they remained good friends nonetheless, according to Naka. So this is the big Prope game here, though. Doing all those little mobile games and compilation games helped finance their first and last large-scale production, that being Rodea the Sky Soldier, which finished development for the Nintendo Wii in 2011 and didn't come out until 2015. According to Naka, the publisher, Kadokawa Games, would not release the game until they developed a version for the 3DS to pair with the Wii release. Following the launch of the Nintendo Wii U in 2012, Kadokawa then opted to create a Wii U version based on the 3DS version and delayed the game until 2015 to give them the time to work on that. So in November 2015, Kadokawa Games releases Rodea the Sky Soldier on the 3DS and Wii U, and they also decide to package Naka and Prope's original Wii version as a bonus bundled with the initial print of the Wii U version. So Yuji Naka quickly takes to social media to say, please play the Wii version. That is the ideal version. He basically says, like, the Wii version is the one that we wanted to make, and all this other shit is superfluous.
To be fair to Naka, I think he was right.
Yeah, I have a couple reviews here of the Wii version. There's an NF magazine, which rated the Wii version an 8 out of 10 and stated strong support for it over the Wii U and 3DS version, saying that people interested in Rodea the Sky Soldier should buy it for Wii U, toss the Wii U disc into a nearby sewage canal, pop the Wii disc in your machine, and let her spin. Vandal Online's Jorge Cano rated the Wii version 7.5 out of 10 and said that even though it feels a little bit outdated, it still is interesting and fun for those who know the game they're buying, while also reiterating support for the Wii version by saying it is clearly the good one. So that's an interesting set of circumstances there. And again, another game we'll never ever see on this channel, that we'll never ever play or experience or delve any deeper into in Rodea the Sky Soldier. So, Yuji Naka gets poached by Square Enix in January 2018. When he first joins the company, he considers making social mobile games, but he was encouraged by producer and Final Fantasy brand manager Shinji Hashimoto to instead make action games for the new market, which we're seeing a resurgence, or the market was seeing a resurgence in classic action and platform games. As you might remember in 2018, there was a lot of like throwback style games, a lot of interest in like traditional platformer type games. And so this was an opportunity for Naka to get back to what he wanted to do effectively. So at this point, Yuji Naka approaches Naoto Ohshima working at Arzest about a collaboration. This is described as being the first collaboration between Yuji Naka and Naoto Ohshima since Sonic Adventure in 1998, which, you know, might not be true given that we play motion, but you know, it's better for the mythology, it's better for the canon to say that this is like their return to working with each other for the first time in 20 years or what have you. Plays a little better than some random throwaway Wii game. Yuji Naka announces in July 2020 the existence of Balan Company, a subsidiary studio under Square Enix, which aimed to facilitate collaboration between internal and external staff, a fancy word for we're going to contract outside developers, meaning Arzest. They describe it as a collective of designers and artists focusing on games outside the norms of Square Enix. Propay remained in business, but with Naka as its only remaining employee, effectively downgrading to a holding company, and I imagine he took most of his staff from Propay with him to this Balan Company, sort of redistributed them, if he didn't just outright fire them, I don't know. I did not do my due diligence on that particular part of the story, but, you know, this is what happens when a guy gets offered a better opportunity to work for a bigger publisher. The first sign of that, he's like, oh yeah, fuck that thing we were working on that we've been building up for however many years. I'll do this new thing with you, Square Enix. Shortly after the announcement of Balan Company came the announcement of their debut game, Balan Wonderworld, July 23rd, 2020. A 10-minute video announcement featuring Yuji Naka and Naoto Ohshima standing together on camera is released, positioning the two as the prominent figureheads and celebrity developers, if you will, driving this project. By measure of IGN, who relayed news of this announcement, who reposted the story in the trailer in the 10-minute video, Balan Wonderworld will see characters Emma and Leo traveling through the surreal Wonderworld, using theater-inspired costumes that offer different abilities along the way. Balan Wonderworld is from Yuji Naka, the former head of Sonic Team, as well as Naoto Ohshima, the creator of Nights into Dreams. Balan Wonderworld will feature 80 different costumes, which players can swap between in order to solve puzzles along their adventure. Not mentioned to this is the fact that it's going to be a single-button game. That little detail I think is saved or like not usually mentioned in promotion for the game building up to its release. There is an interview conducted again with IGN on September 27th, 2020, an article titled Balan Wonderworld's next-gen features discussed by Sonic creator, which is of course an interview with Yuji Naka describing the development process and his studying of the hero's journey and devising the plots. Ooh, what an obscure tome to reference and base your own story upon. The article goes on to allude to the publishing of a companion book contemporaneously with the game. To quote the article, while focusing on storytelling without the use of words for the actual game, a rare effort is being put forth to create a novelization of Balan Wonderworld simultaneously with the development of the game. Authored by another former Sega employee, Soshi Kawasaki, known for the Long Arm series, the book is planned to be released alongside the game in English and Japanese. Reading the novel will deepen your understanding of its world, and events which follow the events of the game are also depicted. Which is to say, all the plot beats of the game are told without dialogue in the game and are fully fleshed out in text with actual dialogue and adjectives and nouns and verbs in this book format. I have not read the book yet. I am not Austin Eruption. Shout outs to Austin Eruption, their 100% playthrough of Balan Wonderworld, which also goes into detail about comparing the plot as seen in the book to the plot of the game. Maybe we'll get to that. Maybe we'll read the book and do our own comparisons and have a deeper understanding of the plot as told in the game, or as not told in the game, as the case may be. But getting back to this article, the bit that stuck out most in most folks' attention was a claim by Naka that Balan Wonderworld represented his one and only chance at developing an action game on behalf of Square Enix. Perhaps his last chance to develop an action game in the industry as a whole. To quote Naka, "I think Square Enix has an RPG image, but I don't think I'd be good at making RPGs." Article goes on to mention that, of course, Naka has made RPGs, such as Phantasy Star and Phantasy Star Online. However, the genre he feels most skilled at is still platform games. Therefore, he received permission from the company president to make a full-scale platform game with the condition that it was, quote, his one chance. So those are the stakes at play here. The idea being that if this game flops for whatever reason, Yuji Naka ain't going to be making any more platformer games. So this builds stakes into the story. This gets people invested in the plight. This gets people excited for the game. And there's an early, onset groundswell of support to support this game because people tend to like Yuji Naka in his games. They like Sonic Team. They like Naoto Ohshima. They like all these characters involved. They like the concept well enough from what they've seen of it. So why wouldn't this game be great? Why wouldn't this justify Yuji Naka being given one chance at this whole thing? So there is some excitement for the game at this point in time. But in the days leading up to the release of Balan Wonderworld on March 26, 2021, just a day before, as a matter of fact, there's some troubling tweets that begin to make the rounds. Leanna Rupert, who is a games journalist, director of editorials, public relations guru, and an accessibility advocate, most importantly, they came upon a scene in their play of a for-review release of Balan Wonderworld, basically the copies that get shipped to reviewers. They realized that during a particular sequence in the final boss fight, there is a scene that has a high risk of triggering epileptic seizures. To quote Leanna here, "Hello at Balan Wonderworld team. I would love to talk to you about a very important scene in your game that is incredibly dangerous to epileptics. I would love to chat. My email is in my bio. If you have a photosensitive epilepsy, avoid the final boss fight. I'll have more on this tomorrow." She comes back, tweets again. "Not to be rude, but after looking at the scene again in a safer setting, I'm a little disgusted. There's no way the scene passed certification, and it's incredibly obvious the danger it poses. The amount of QA devs that have reached out saying they can't believe it made the cut is appalling." So the Balan Wonderworld team realizes a potential PR disaster here at the worst possible moment, the day before the game comes out. So they quickly move to announce a day one patch intended to resolve the issues mentioned. They take to Twitter to say, "Please ensure that you install the day one patch before playing. We have received reports of a photosensitive epilepsy risk from a potential flashing bug if playing the game unpatched. The day one patch prevents the issue as well as enhances the overall play experience." Now, there is some follow-up to this. Leanna comes back to say that update, though it doesn't appear to address if it was a bug or intentional, in response to the Balan Wonderworld account tweet, this sequence happened several more times, not just at that time mark. How is it fixed? The entire sequence, that one part? The response is severely lacking. I consider how dangerous it is. More soon. It says bug, but I'm hearing conflicting things. The post doesn't address the several sequences, which is not an accusation, just simply a request for more clarification. I would like to know specifically how and what was changed. This detail is vital for safety at Balan Wonderworld. So she's really taking the helm here as an accessibility advocate, as someone who's genuinely concerned for epileptics who might play the game and be sent into a painful episode as a result of some of the visual effects in the game. And whether these were intended or not still isn't known to this day. I'm obviously not going to show what it looked like and trigger anything potentially here, but let's just say it's pretty fucking severe. And if it's a bug, then it's an unfortunate one for sure. If it was deliberate, then it was a horrible choice. But what's important here is that Leanna is harassed off the internet for this for a time, because of course she is. She starts getting replies of people posting epileptic seizure-inducing GIFs at her and calling her, weak or whatever the fuck people do. So she has to come back and say, I'm a little annoyed by the trolling and the anger I'm getting from some, and I haven't even slept at all last night due to lingering effects, so if I don't respond or if I'm drier than usual in my communication, I apologize. Send me GIFs like what happened last time, your information will be taken, you will be banned, and I'll be filing a police report. During Cyberpunk, I had a second seizure because of exactly this. It's evil, please don't do this because you think it's funny. Stepping away. Which, of course, is, you know, when you threaten to file police reports, you just end up putting yourself in more hot water, adding fuel to the fire, making people even angrier because people are fucking morons. And, you know, maybe she could have handled it in a way that was, she could have adjusted her tone. I don't want to tone police someone who's like an accessibility advocate. But, you know, it comes on a little strong, comes on a little accusatory, and it should be. I think it's a big fucking issue that the game was willing to ship with that. But at the same time, like, no matter what she said or did or whatever the tone was, no justification for these people who were like, clearly just like simping on behalf of a publisher, simping on behalf of a company, on behalf of a video game they hadn't even fucking played, and to like take it upon themselves to champion it. So fuck them.
Yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. It's just everyone else is fuckers.
Yeah, exactly. Make it clear that yes, that is my perspective on it. I am not. Yeah, don't do that shit, you fucking freaks. Anyway. Balan Wonderworld launches on March 26, 2021, and as the review embargo is lifted, the reviews begin to release, and the consensus is we're not going to talk about that. Not yet. That's going to do it for the history section for this stream. We've already done 45 minutes without any gameplay, so forgive us if we save the epilogue in the post-release for when we finish playing the game. So that's something to keep you hooked. You see, keep coming back for the last episode when we get to it eventually, where we will cover Yuji Naka's legal woes, their falling out with Naoto Ohshima, reception to the game in general, its failure to sell, so on and so forth, all the above. All the things you would want us to cover. Believe me, I'm aware of them. We will get to them. But for now, we really need to get to the game. It has been long enough. It is time to say hello to the Wonderworld.
Now, let me clear something up and ask you. Whatever the fuck was happening with the epileptic stuff is not happening anymore with the game, right? That's gone. We don't have to worry about that.
To my knowledge, it is remedied. To my knowledge, the day one patch existed to address that stuff, remove it, fix it, whatever the case may be. I have not seen any issues or people complaining about continued presence of that stuff. So as far as I'm aware, if there is anything that pops up, I will obviously like pause the video on the stream. I'll make time codes. I'll do whatever we need to do, but I don't foresee it being an issue with any luck at all. So you are going to be lead controller on this, even though I think I can mouse around on here. Yes. I'm just realizing the chat is perfectly covering up the menu options. So I'm going to duck chat in and out as needed during the course of the game here, just so that we can see menu elements or subtitles or whatever is needed during the course of the game. So
what is happening with... Sorry, there's something on my end. Now, I know it is tempting to click play for friend because that is what we're doing. But I think if you do that, it's going to continue the game you had going.
Yeah, we're going to want to start a new game.
Yes.
Can you control menu at all with your controller?
I cannot. I do not have
menu
control.
Well, we'll see what happens here. Are you sure you want to overwrite your save data? Yes. We can select a character. I'm going to elect for a lady.
Which one?
Yeah, we'll go with this. Emma Cole.
Okay. Yes, PRX, we are playing the PC version.
Get away from that girl. She stinks.
We keep telling her to take a bath and she doesn't. I don't know what. Oh, God.
Hey, isn't it great that there's no dialogue we have to worry about accidentally talking over?
Yeah.
Yes, the audio is mixed very low in this, by the way. It will fluctuate. I have it set to where it needs to be, and if some scenes are quieter than others, Blame Balan Company. Blame RSS. I could probably put chat back in front of the game for now.
Oh, sweet. Living peeps. I didn't know it was Easter.
I'll boost the volume a little bit, because it's so fucking low during this cutscene. Johnny Baghead in chat says, one small trivia I know about the development is that the studio Square used to make this pre-rendered cutscenes and trailers weren't meant to be this high production, but the studio reportedly loved the concept and world so much they went all in on them.
That sounds fake, right?
Yeah, that sounds like PR mishmash. That sounds like PR like mumbo gumbo.
Like, oh, we love this so much, we just did extra labor for no extra money.
Here's some of the only dialogue in the game. Ugh.
Like, Balan is definitely like villain coded, right?
I mean, he's a fucking creep. Did I mention this is a musical game, by the way?
Has not come up yet.
It's just like Rhapsody, the musical adventure for the PlayStation 1.
What was that? Oh, I remember now. I was thinking of Eternal Sonata, like the Xbox 360 RPG where you play as Chopin as an anime boy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Find my heart. It's in my chest, idiot.
All right.
So,
Wonderworld.
Now, have I fucked up and said Wonderland yet?
I don't know, but someone in our Discord said, "Oh god, let me find it." Yeah, RG Beargal on our Discord said this game's going to go down in history as a footnote with the Mandela Effect name.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna save.
Okay. Now, it seems like you're player one now. When we tested this out, I was player one for some reason. Alright, I hit A, so hopefully... No, I'm player two.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll take turns.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. When we get into the game, we'll be able to see that it doesn't necessarily so much matter that if you need to hand off control to me, that's doable. But we'll see that once we actually get into a level.
Here I was expecting this entire time for it to just like default to you like it did last night when we were doing our brief bit of testing. But whatever, we'll make it work. It doesn't really matter one way or the other, like you said.
All right. I have a question for you, though. If I'm off screen, how do I teleport back to you?
So that's the interesting thing.
Uh-huh.
Stand still.
Oh, okay, that's it?
That's it. I just need to walk a certain amount of distance. So
we can do this with me.
So it's not a matter of like visibility. It's simply a matter of how far away are you. If you are variable.
Wait, come back. Come back. Do this with me. Yeah.
Gotta go fast. Sonic spin dash.
All right, I'm ready to Balan. Let's go to Corn World.
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, now one of these doors has a goat. Oh.
I gotta see where the chat lands, if there's any UI elements down there, heads-up display elements. I don't remember.
I don't think so. I think all the UI is up top. The man who rages against the storm.
Also known as a farmer. The backbone of any given country. Okay. Charkie, describe how this co-op play works.
Okay. So right now, we decided to stand next to each other. So we're glowing. So, Cass, if you'll walk around, you and I are tethered together. Now, if you stop moving and I start moving, we're tethered together. If I jump, we both jump. But if you run in a different direction than me, then we untether.
And because I am priority player, the camera only cares about me. You can go anywhere. It is like Tails and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, we're back. You're good. It's okay. No penalty, no consequence.
This definitely plays like Big Brother mode, where like if the other person cannot handle the game, then you can be like, oh, you know what? Let me do this for you.
But we could theoretically split up to take care of like even basic stuff like picking up gems, and then you'll be left off screen and wondering where the fuck you are until you rejoin.
Now you go ahead and pick that stuff up because you're player 1.
Yes, I should probably take charge on some of this stuff, at least for this episode, at least when I'm in charge, at least when I'm player 1. This is a key. We need to collect these to open these up. Tornado Wolf. Press A to perform a spin jump that can damage enemies and brittle blocks. The spin jump, okay, well, couldn't catch all that.
Oh.
But I can do this now.
Maybe the worst part, one of the worst parts of co-op, is now we have to wait
for a second
for that key to come back. Yeah. Look at these fuckers. Like, there's so many like characters in this game who just do this, who just stand there and dance. They're like GIFs on a GeoCities page that are still under construction. And if you get close to any of them, they just goodbye Windows 95 sound.
God forbid you interact with them in any sort of way.
All right, now disconnect from me because it always loves to like have the wrong person get it. Okay, I want to show off one more thing.
There are 2 wolves inside this game.
I think the interesting co-op mechanic about this. Now, this character can jump, and they do like a spin thing. But if I jump, and then Cass jumps at the right time, we can chain it.
We can do a double jump effectively.
And you can also mix and match that with other skills that we end up getting. So stuff like this, where you normally would have to like say go on that corn to get it.
Wait, hold on. We gotta get our timing down.
Yeah. Well, you jump.
There we go.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we could have just gone here and done that, but there's things later that seem like they could potentially be broken if we do this.
Wait, hold on. I want to go this way. I think we could pick up this egg.
Oh, okay.
An egg in these trying times. Let's ask this question up front. Are we committed to 100%ing this game on stream? The answer is no. We will do as best we can to collect everything we see.
Well, speaking of collecting, I wanted that key. That'll help us later.
Yes. But if there is enough interest, if people are really invested in this playthrough, and in our playthrough of it specifically, maybe, just maybe, we will off-stream get it up to 100%, or maybe over a casual stream or something. Like an addendum episode. After we complete the main campaign, we'll go back, get 100%, whatever we need to get 100% in, and then, I don't know.
This is a pretty big 100%, I think.
Yeah.
We definitely cannot get that.
No, not even with our double jump. I'm bad at gauging distance, though, so...
Yeah.
People in the chat saying, GBA Aura X saying, nah, 100% isn't worth that much. The reward is kind of not worth streaming for the stream. Should I grab that, or... No, it doesn't matter who grabs it. Okay, cool. The more statues you gather...
The more statues you gather, the more worlds you can visit. I promise to reappear when I see fit.
All right, you're definitely doing the Balan voice from here on out.
All right, we got Edwin as Balan.
Here we go.
Okay. Wait, they brought us a key. Okay.
Well, we got to get up there to get it. Or, no, they already got it, I guess. Hey, another statue.
Yeah, there we go. You got a statue. Figured out some co-op shit.
Nebula Abbott says, I promise to reappear when I see fit is a threat. Not wrong. Get me up here again. Thank you.
I'll be back when you least expect it.
So
look at that frame rate on the mirror.
Yeah,
on the mirror world.
That's sketchy. I don't trust that frame rate. Let's go over another way. Let's just go over the right way. Yeah, there we go. Bypass.
We should
that
probably
shit.
just show briefly.
I mean,
what happens. Oh, I can't. Player 1 priority. That would have been better seamless, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Oh, a bunch of gems. Oh no!
It's me, the straight Balan.
There's nothing straight about that man, about that character. So we can Goomba them. That's good.
Spin them. I forgot which one I was for a second.
Yeah, I'm red, you're blue. Whatever you say bounces off of... Wait, that's the wrong saying for that. Oh, well. Get me up there.
The timing can be a little weird on this.
To say the
this
least.
almost feels... this has to be an intended mechanic, but it almost feels like an unintended mechanic.
Yeah, it feels like... I mean, I know that the movement tech in this game, it does open up at a certain point as we unlock... Oh, well, kind of left me high and dry on that one. You kind of fucked me on that one, Charkie.
Oh, I didn't know you were going that way.
Well, get me up there, please. Get me up there, please. Thank you. Where the hell are we? Oh, here.
Right here. I assume we want to get up there.
Yeah, I want to get those gems.
All
I
right.
want to get those gems, baby. All right. I'm going to jump, and you'll do the double jump for me. There we go. Love when a plan goes into action. Anything over here? Nah, just another view of that whole area over there. And that's where we picked up the statue. So this area was the intended progression, but we bypassed it. We sequence broke. We're just that good.
Now, I can already tell there we go. I can already tell there's some areas we're going to have to come back with different powers.
Yeah. Well, what are your initial first impressions? Who the fuck is that? Like punk rock Billy Hatcher? Punk rock robot Billy Hatcher?
Well, I got too close and now he just vanished.
We'll never see him again.
My initial thoughts. Okay. I have a...
I'll take over while you talk.
Thing, but I have to wait. Yep. I have one big... Okay, wait. Let's disconnect so you can get it.
Very cool.
I think it makes a good, in general, first impression. Like how it looks. I mean, there's a few things that are a little rough, but it's got a nice visual style. The controls don't feel particularly bad.
Bust that? Yeah.
Alright. I do want to get my own bunny suit.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's probably respawned by now.
No, of course not. It takes a full minute.
Oh, really? A full minute?
A full minute. You'll know because the key will pop up first. We already have 2 excess keys, though, so we're not in...
Yeah.
There we go. Go for it.
All right.
It's all you.
Okay, now this one I like.
This power
this
up.
Okay, this is a... Oh, this combination specifically. So this is a player 1 priority. Because if you jump first, and then I jump, we get an extra, like, thing. Like this. More airtime. But let me jump first.
Yep. Oh, I gotta get the timing on it down.
So there is a thing I think that player 1 does. If you do it correctly, like, you get an extra vertical jump on top of it. But I think player 1 has to do it, and they have to do it with the right timing.
There we go.
There it is.
That gets us a little... That gets us that much higher. Well, we might as well stock up.
Yeah. It's worth it for you to stock up more than me, but... Okay, we gotta do this. You did well to find me, little one. Now I shall let you have a bit of fun. Harness my powers well enough, and I shall give you some great stuff.
I don't want whatever he's offering.
Woohoo! Reach into my hat. Don't worry if it bites.
Ugh. It's both
Let's
of our
see my
times to
hacks.
shine. How can we both shine at the
Yeah.
same time?
Avert your eyes. It's going to be really bright. Tap A when Balan's shadow lines up with Balan. Hit A to progress.
Oh, right.
So there's one of these in every level, I think.
Mashing.
I wish there was
mashing.
literally any feedback for this.
Like a little bit of rumble, anything.
Yeah.
I get what they're going for. This is boring.
Yeah. I mean, I like the big band music here.
Well, yeah, the soundtrack's going to be a highlight in this game, just throughout
Yeah.
the entirety of it, I reckon.
All right, you got a great, I got an excellent.
No, other way around. I'm player one.
Oh, right. I'm thinking of yesterday. Sorry.
Luckily, it counts
But
whoever did the better score as...
Yeah.
If you miss a single excellent in this, you do not get the gold medal. You only get the silver medal. And that prevents your 100% completion of the game. Game is still a bit too quiet in the mix at Bad Game Hall of Fame, as Johnny Baghead.
Okay.
Yeah, this game's volume is just fucking annoying across the board.
All right. Well, let me just ask you, couldn't we just go back and then do that again to get the gold?
No. Because you would have to finish the entire world out. You have to redo all the stages and the boss fight to reset the world state, like it was a fucking Dark Souls game, or Demon Souls, or whatever the case may be.
Like Dark Souls 2, like burn a bonfire aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still missing 2 statues.
I don't
So
think
I don't know.
I don't think we're able to grab them here unless
Yeah, I was
we
about to
use
say,
like that double jump to get across that one thing over there. That might be something we could do. Do we want to give that a shot?
We can give it a shot. You have an extra to burn. You know what? I don't think we're gonna make it though, even with this.
I think we will.
Let me jump first so you
yes.
get the boost.
Yeah. Let's gauge that
So yeah,
distance.
I'll definitely have to jump first if we do this. Okay.
I believe in us.
Okay. Let me take control and I'll jump.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and I'll take the next one.
Told you.
All right, good. Why don't you get that?
I
break
don't
off
want
from
to.
you.
How do I do this so it doesn't toss?
So
away
it's the last one on the list is the one that's going to get bumped
Yeah, I don't
off.
need that fucking tornado wolf.
You probably do. Oh, we don't have a key.
Fuck! Oh wait, no.
Oh, wait, here's one. Here's one.
Okay. It's always great how the keys are always just like.
I'm gonna say you probably want the tornado wolf. You have 2 bunnies, so.
Yeah, but the bunny is actually useful. You have a tornado wolf. If we need a tornado wolf, you can do a tornado wolf.
Okay. Well, no. You know what's gonna happen next level.
Yeah, fuck, you're right. Metal Bad Boy. Stand on the stage and something special might happen.
Oh, I know where to go for that. All right. So let's go through here.
Oh.
There it is.
Hopefully the volume was good for that. Great. Was that it?
Is that no statue?
Nope, just
Literally, that's it. And okay, wait. I want to know if you go back to that guy, right, and press A. Okay, you can jump.
Yeah, and that's
Your
about
action
all they
is
can
jump.
do. Well, that was absolutely worth it.
Key. Oh, I don't. Well, actually, we don't need a key. Actually, unless you want to go get a bunny to replace your over here.
Yeah, that's
wolf.
probably a good idea. I don't. I think if I also. Oh, that's good enough.
Good
I
enough.
may have lost you, but that's good enough. I think if I pick this up, it won't just like toss away the last one. It's gonna bank it.
No, it tosses it away.
I think you're fucking wrong.
As opposed to what?
You will see. You will see when we enter the next world. I'm remembering a mechanic of this game that I think you're not remembering, which is the wardrobe.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, was there something over there? That looks a little too far away. That over there, from there to there, eh.
I played like the demo for this game, which is like more than one world. It did. I think it did like this up through the boss, and then like one more world.
Wait, did we go over there already? Did we jump?
We did. We're all the way over there. That's where you got the metal guy.
All right, then where the fuck are these spider webs? Have got to be something. These spider webs, we got to come back.
That's a different power up. I remember.
And then
that.
this has got to be something too. That would like, turn to a gear and spin it. And those have got to be the last two statues.
Yeah.
That we can't do for now.
Goodbye, farmer.
These are the Tims, by the way. Or Chow, or Paon stand-in. What's the one from Knights? Night Paon, or Night Pain, or... I had it in the doc, but I don't like Knights in the Dreams. Which is bad portent for this game. Thank you.
You can also refer to them as chows, if you want.
Yeah, good enough is. Alright, so that's a pretty good 5 out of 8. We got a Tim, we got an egg, we got...
Only one Tim?
Evidently.
What was all those other ones that were, like, hanging out with us?
Those ones just follow us around. Okay.
Now, why don't you explain this, because I still don't understand what the fuck this is.
Alright, so remember Chow Garden?
Yes.
This is a version of that. Not a particularly good one, but it is a version of it. It is a game in which you birth and collect Tims to grow a number. We have little mini goals, and eventually, when we collect all of them, it will unlock something that is necessary for 100% completion of the game. We can feed our Tims with the gems we collect from stages.
I have no control, by the way.
Oh no, you're just off screen at this point.
No, I'm right there.
Click into the window. Click into the parsec window.
I did. Hopefully that clears itself up when we actually get into a stage.
Hopefully.
So what are you doing right now? Like tossing these gems?
The Tims eat the gems. And then they grow as they eat them. And when they grow, I think they reproduce or split into multiple other Tims.
Do the colors correspond? I mean, obviously there's Tims of different colors, but do they eat specific gems?
I think they have cravings. I think specific Tims have specific cravings. We could sit here, and they would automatically generate Tims, or generate this counter, or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. That one would fucking fly in. But ultimately, we're starting with a pretty low number here, and we only have so many gems to go around.
Can't you pick up one of them and then toss it into the thing? I seem to remember that being... Yeah. And then you can just toss them in and go, like, get to work. That one was hungry, though, so... I think they might need to be, like, a base level of satisfied to work? I don't know.
Maybe. Well, you know, if they're not satisfied, they don't want to work. I got a fucking solution for that. Bye, bitch.
You're free. Right. I think we're about to... What's that switch do?
I can't jump on top.
Never know.
There's an invisible wall around it.
I think we're about to hit 30. Yep, there we go. Come on, you can do it.
The Tower O' Tims. What a magnificent tower it will be one day. I don't want to sit around here and wait for 70. Let's hope we pick up more Tims in the next world. Let's hope that your control picks back up in the next world.
GB Aura X says, the drops change the Tim's color and eventually cause them to grow. Throwing a Tim at a big one produces an egg. So long as the Tim eats a drop, they'll go down the roller coaster. Okay, hopefully I have control again, because I don't know why I lost control. This is... No, we haven't even gotten to the part that's, like, truly nauseating about this.
Yeah, but I'm remembering it. And that's bad enough.
Okay. I have no control. I've lost control.
Look at the controls here. Let's return to the title screen. Or you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick you off of Parsec and then kick you back. We're doing this over Parsec,
Sure.
by the way. We're not in the same space,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Reconnect.
All right.
All right. Let's check USB controllers. Waggle, button press, do what you will.
I'm doing.
Are you clicked into the window?
Yeah, I'm absolutely 100% clicked into the window.
You're pressing buttons.
I'm pressing buttons. I'm going to unplug and replug in my controller.
Please do. There it is.
Okay. I
It
don't know
was
what
on
happened.
your end. It was a controller
Yeah.
on your end.
It was. I don't know why it stopped working, though.
All right. Stand on that portal for a second. The world gets dark. You have to wait for this. Banked.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there we go. All right. So,
And we can bank, yeah, we can bank from here as well. You just lose your
Nope.
costumes every time we transition between stages.
right. So what I am going to suggest is let me go into the, or confirm changes or whatever, just so I can get into the warp and have anything.
Here you have.
Okay. Do you have control over this part?
Nope.
What is happening with the...
Check your fucking controller again.
No, I just unplugged it and replugged it in. We
This
were
is gonna
not
be a
having this issue
problem.
yesterday.
This is going to be an issue. If it's going to be an issue,
This is
I'm
going
just
to
gonna
turn
switch
into
to
a
single
solo
player.
play.
Is this your new controller?
Yeah, this is the new controller.
Try moving around.
Got nothing.
Well, I can do this. I can press L and R to force that. I can't do anything else though except to.
Is this a game issue?
No, this is a. This
No.
seems to be a U issue. I'll open up the USB controller panel again, and I will look to see if you have any inputs going on. Press buttons. Yep. All right, so that might be a
Yeah.
game issue in this case. Might be because we unplugged and replugged. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna return to the title screen.
Okay.
We're gonna exit the game and reopen it.
All right.
This is obviously not on the game itself. A lot of games that have X inputs will, if you unplug a device and then replug it in during the course of a game, it will just be like, well, we lost track of that device, so I don't know what you want us to do here. Let's see where it starts off. Probably the Island of Tim's. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I have control.
Back to World 2. At least it's quick to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Skip this since we saw it.
Okay.
All right,
so
now both of us have nothing.
we've both lost costumes. Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully, you just put them in the bank. Hopefully, it just. Yes, it banked everything.
Okay.
So I'll take a bunny and a tornado.
So you're definitely gonna need to get stuff on this level. Okay. Thank God I have control. I'm just going to get one jumping jack.
All right, then confirm
Okay,
changes. RB, RB, and button. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Is there anything in this first area here?
Doesn't look like it. Corn. There's corn. A lot of corn.
A lot of corn. The backbone of. Okay, so some of you may be noticing an effect in this stage. They're trying to do the Inception thing, where like they're running around like the spiral Earth, or like like it's basically like on a wheel. So as you move towards it and away from it, it starts to warp and distort, like we're like spinning on a wheel. Not my favorite effect.
Oh. I'm not sure like spinning on a wheel so much it is like everything kind of folding behind us and unfolding in front of us. I think I have to jump first if you want to get that boost. But we're gonna need to pick that thing up.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if there's anything over here. Nah, nothing to note. I will grab this. Elastiplant.
Break it down. So if you hold A, then yeah, you stay stretched out.
Then you can do that. So that doesn't seem useful. It seems like doing this with a catch, or the downside.
It's very specific for getting things that are like really high up.
Yeah, but we could just do this. We could just do the double jump. You could just jump, then I could jump.
Honestly, there's some places later will be easier where you can just like stretch up and then run around, but that's specifically if you're getting crystals.
Footballer. Oh, this one's a mini game. This isn't even a. It's this thing.
Yeah.
Press A to really put your foot through the ball. Will do. I know there's a timing component to this.
Yeah.
Perfecto.
Although if we knock Balan out once, then he stays gone.
Yeah, I believe the strategy here is to aim for dead center of that.
Ah. That's a little off.
Definitely need to get that gold one, so I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna do this. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. All right, get a little down. Well, it's too late now.
Too late.
That's
Still got
fine. I think this is still, unless this is to indicate that with the maximum size of the ring there, that hitting there will knock out all of these.
I don't think that's necessarily the case.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
You could try it.
Fuck! Alright, make sure to get the gold then. Let's make sure.
Yeah, we got one shot left, so I'm going here for it. Oh, well, that works.
Somehow worked. I don't get this at all. I don't get the physics of this at all. Perfect.
So I will say a thing I don't like.
Ooh, yes.
As a co-op experience, that it completely voids out my costumes between levels.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
2.
I mean, it banks them. It does put them in the wardrobe.
Did it bank all of my costumes?
I believe
or did it
it
just
did.
bank your extra costume? Okay.
See, we could use the stupid flower one to get all these.
Yeah.
I have to remember to
you
hold
just
it
hold
down.
it and you run around.
And a statue.
It's honestly, I find that a little more convenient than like jumping every single time. Not by a huge margin, but like I see what use it has.
Jump.
Yep.
Even if I
Good
fuck
enough.
up the timing, you still get a little bit of elevation with the bunny hover there. Or I keep saying bunny. It's a rabbit. Or no, it's a, I mean it's a kangaroo.
It's like a kangaroo.
Yeah. I don't want that fucking plant.
All right.
Dainty dragon. You know what's cool about this guy? You can't jump.
Yeah, every button on the controller you have besides movement is fire. There is no jump.
So, a one-button game. Sonic the Hedgehog, the original, was a one-button game initially. Is that what he's trying to harken back to? Is that what Yuji Naka wanted to be like? It was better when it was one button. Because it's not. When it's a 3D game, that second button can really come in handy, as it turns out. To give characters that have, like, an ability, a second ability, potentially. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I want a key.
Oh, good plan. Good thinking. Good stinking. You want to get the flower?
Yeah, sure. Let me break off from you. Okay. And I
Just
think
in
there's
case.
another key right by the footballer. I think. Or was there not a key here?
There was not.
Oh, okay.
Tell you what, I'll take charge for a minute. Can you look at chat,
Okay.
just catch up on any messages, see what the
Okay.
conversation is about?
Not a lot at the moment. There's. Let me see. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm nervous to like tab out of this, given.
Yeah, that's fair.
But there is a costume that you can unlock that never goes away. And that might be the one that you get for 100% of the game. I'm not sure. Or it's that or you lock up a code.
3 keys from the Tims. Thank you. Can you jump so we can get up on top of this?
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. That
so
works.
what do you... Okay. Johnny is asking this towards someone else in chat, and I'll ask you, what do you think the point of the keys are? This old thing that kind of locks us out from getting the power, because the keys are always like right next to the power, so far at least.
I mean, I'm assuming that later they will be further away. Would be my safe guess.
No, I don't want to. I'm going to stand right here until let myself teleport back to you.
Or until we have to do this. Is there one of these on every stage?
I think so.
How many stages are in this game?
80. I don't know.
How do I even exist to ask? So far, better or worse than Descent to Undermountain? You know, we haven't fallen through the floor or anything yet. We haven't gotten stuck in anything. So functionally, it's better. Whether this is more stream poison than Descent to Undermountain was, please check out our Descent to Undermountain playthrough, or don't.
Corn. Evil corn.
The backbone of villainy.
Take that, vegetables. I always fuck up that last one.
We did it! We got a statue! So that's 6 out of 8. I think it's saying that we need to collect 8 statues to unlock the next world. Also, how did it not warp you after that scene ended?
I don't know. There we go. Oh, yay!
Congratulations, us!
That felt like we walked into a surprise party from us from the back door.
Oh, those are like the Mario blocks where if you hit them a bunch of times, it makes more gems come out. Good to know. We'll get those gems in a second. Oh, there's an egg on that side.
Hey.
I'm gonna need you to jump.
Yep.
Good enough.
Yep. There is a very specific timing if you want that actual double jump out of this.
I'm just not good at it because I'm not good at platformers.
Well, what I'm gonna say is I feel like that is an oversight. The fact that player 1 can do an extra jump off of that with the right timing.
Fuck. Well, whatever. We can just go around. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I think we're meant to go... Oh, yeah. I need to bust this.
Oh, yeah. I don't have the ability to do that right now.
Never want to play as that dragon. That dragon seems functionally worthless to me unless there's something that requires that we hit stuff from a distance.
There's an enemy coming up that'll be useful for. Good camera there.
Yeah, yeah.
Good framing.
Look at that giant farmer.
What secrets do you have, giant farmer?
Oh wait, check this out.
I think we already got his secrets. No, down there.
Okay, let me switch to kangaroo. We'll jump over it, then go underneath it. Okay. Jump. Perfect. Let's see what the farmer has to say first. Bye. Again, just a weird effect.
My
weird
final
idea.
message: change the world. Goodbye.
I wonder if this is the way we were supposed to get up here initially, or get into the zone.
I don't know what this is for, actually. All things considered, because we're supposed to come through the way we came. See, because that's a checkpoint. We're supposed to go through that gate, and then they cheer for us, and then we get into that combat encounter. I don't know why that block is there. That doesn't seem to serve any purpose.
Well, Wolf wants us to go on a destruction tour. That we'll gladly do. Any excuse. Oh, nope. You first.
Yep.
Oh. There we go.
Now I kind of wish I was player 1.
Yeah, so do I.
Some of these jumps. Again, I don't know what made Parsec decide yesterday that I was player 1, and today I'm not.
Very good. I'll share some of my first impressions of this game. As someone who famously does not care for platformers. My issue with platformers has never been that the inputs are too tricky. It's always been like gauging distance and perspective and stuff, which does not ever come naturally to me. Yeah, we're not going to try to get that. That seems like a trap. That seems like we need those gears to probably move these into place.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like you know, we sort of joke about, you know, like it's one button, so it's a baby game, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, ostensibly, but like, for me, who is someone who struggles with platformers, not like because of the inputs, not because of like, I don't know how to jump. It's just that like when I'm in the air, it's hard for me to remember, like, you know, here's how far this character can move, here's the distance they travel, here's the hang time, so on and so forth. And I don't know what this game is gonna do for that. I should collect that, I think.
Yes. I'm trying to break off from you here.
Pound and pig. All right, we did it.
Yep. Yay. We spent a long time yesterday trying to figure out, like, what did we change in the world by doing that? And the answer is nothing. It's just there to show you that you can do it.
I think maybe it's supposed to get you up here, because you can stand on that platform to do jumping, but then there's nothing.
Yeah, but there's nothing up here. There's this wolf. We can go chill out of... oh. I would love, like, a supercut of this, where... Whoops. Where, like, every time we walk up to someone and they vanish... It plays that, like, Windows shutdown noise.
Cool camera again.
Okay.
That was a struggle.
I feel like I saw something over here.
Can we do our usual bit of, oh, I want to go this way? But no, we can't because the camera doesn't, like, do anything for us in that sense. No, we were here.
No, we did this. I'm sorry.
I think we just gotta go to the end of the stage.
Oh, it makes me... Okay, it does let go after. I can't do that forever. Ooh, key.
Oh, yep, you grab one of those just to have it, just to bank it for later.
Yeah.
Alright, we're getting in sync. We're figuring this out.
Oh, I do like this one, combined with the bunny. Whoops.
The kangaroo.
Kangaroo? Because we have this glide, and then, yeah.
Well, I mean, the glide,
another
that's
type of
effectively
glide.
the same thing as the kangaroo. The kangaroo has a glide.
Yeah. It is, but...
Oh, Indiana Jones time.
So this is why the world is, like, kind of turning, because we have to actually guide the thing over by folding the world around like this.
For the purpose of this one puzzle.
Okay, so early impression I have on this as well. I don't think this feels bad, but it feels off. Something doesn't feel right in playing this. It's like kind of the best way I can describe it. Not that one. This one.
Good teamwork.
I remember playing the demo for this and like getting to this level, and especially once I saw like the warping stuff, but also kind of in feeling the controls, like something was like, I don't know about this one, because I was semi looking forward to this when I first saw it, but that demo that came out made me kind of reconsider.
Jump off. I want to get on that platform.
We can do it better from over there, I think, not from here. Like up on this box.
Sure. Oh, cool collision. Cool collision's happening.
Okay, but...
Oh, I can get this at the very least.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just gonna wait for... No? Okay. Alright, here, let me take lead. Okay.
I want corn.
There we go. And nothing.
Bummer. Really thought I was onto something there. I go right, you go left.
I can't see, but all right. I think I got it anyway. Look at them do their. Whoop, never mind. Every time I say look at them, and they just.
You can't look too closely, otherwise, if you get too close, they go away.
If you look at them too closely, their quantum state collapses.
Do you think we can get on the back end of that brick there?
I'm gonna. You know what? I doubt it, but I think it might be possible. All right, let me go for it. Oh yeah, we can. Never mind, that was easy.
All right.
Oh, I'm so worried I'm gonna fall off.
Oh yeah, no, it's precarious.
Next to you like that.
All right, take us.
All right.
Oh, we didn't even need to.
Yeah. I gotta say, this feels really weird.
Get us up there.
This method of co-op platforming feels really weird because I'm realizing now that it's easier for me to not try and do anything, to not play this cooperatively, to just be like, okay, I'll let you do it. Because if I start trying to do something, it generally will fuck us up.
And that's why I wanted you to be player one slots.
Now, here's the thing. I could still take over, like, as player two, but the question is, what are you going to do? And I don't know what you're going to do at any given moment.
Hopefully nothing. I thought that tornado would hurt me, but apparently make my own tornado just completely counteracted it.
Yeah, actually, I think your tornado actually does parry other tornadoes.
By Jove, I think we've completed another stage.
Yep.
And settle into place. Many, many, money, money.
Do you think the book explains what's happening right here?
Probably. The game sure as fuck doesn't.
Oh, I don't think we should have done that.
Well, full steam ahead, I say.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
I am Headful Regime to say something nice. I think the game looks pretty.
Yeah.
I don't hate the presentation of it. It's very colorful. It's very bright. I like how everyone's kind of like grooving and moving.
Honestly, some of the grooving and moving is a little disconcerting to me.
Corn City, USA!
God, I can't believe all this corn's in my yard again. Gotta get rid of it again. Ugh.
Feels like it grows every year. I get rid of it, it just comes right back.
I'm not even a corn farmer. Some jokes just came in and planted it all over my front yard.
And that's why he hates tornadoes. This well-established character. So,
That's right. I remember how you said, I wish I lived in a world without corn. And now you will have to...
burn in hell.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sad about corn, so I became a very large furry.
Does that power up something new?
It's the...
No, it's Tornado Wolf. You should grab that. Yep.
So the gimmick with these boss fights is you get a statue if you hit them once with each different ability. So we don't hit them again with the wolf.
Okay, I'll try the pig.
Yes, you want the pig here. Go on, hit it.
Nope, we're here.
Yeah.
And then
And
what else can hit?
I think the plant is next.
Well,
We might actually need to grab this for it to cycle out to the next one.
oh, it cycles them, so that's good.
Yeah.
What if we need to come in with the plant? What if we need to
Oh, you know
in
what?
advance?
You needed to open with the plant. That's what it was. Because I remember this last phase is. I think this last phase. Maybe I'm wrong.
We'll see. if
Are
it
they not
pops
going
up
to give
in-
us the plant?
Probably not. I think we fucked up.
Whatever.
I mean, you didn't even wait for them to respawn.
They're not respawning.
I bet they would have respawned. All right, folks. This is what the game's all about. Ugh. Hey, you're there too. Hey, it's all the friends we made along the way.
I don't know. Is it me? Because I feel like this is a nightmare.
No,
Like,
I have whimsy
know
in my
the-
heart still. I think this is cute. I mean, is it, like, necessary? I'd say yes, in the sense that, like, every CG Kids movie has song and dance numbers in it.
Yeah. No, I just mean like the visuals of the game. Like the visuals are nice, but the vibes are very like off to me.
Magic Mouse saying it's the same secondhand embarrassment I get when a kid's cartoon has a musical episode. One corn survived, and it's the greatest corn of all time.
It's just enough corn for me to sell to be able to afford my property to keep it.
Save the farm. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
we missed
fighting
one
styles.
because we had to hit him with the plant, which we just didn't have. Or maybe we just had to hit him with 3 unique things. But
yeah,
like
the kangaroo
I
doesn't
didn't
have an
have.
attack.
Yeah.
I would have had to come in with them.
Ironically, if we came in with like the dragon that we hate.
Yeah. But again, no way of knowing
Yeah.
if it was your first time playing.
Well, this is not going to be 100% on stream kind of game. And I'm going to guess probably not 100% in general kind of game for us.
Fuck, the train just missed the station. I have to wait 30 minutes for it to come back around again.
That's okay. We're just here to ride. We don't really got any place in mind.
Two new worlds unlocked.
I was thinking about this earlier today, right? And like the whole like dream aesthetic and everything kind of being a little weird and off, right? I was thinking what would like benefit this game is if very, very rarely, very, very rarely and completely randomly, every now and then while you're playing, a little text prompt would come up that says "sin committed."
Just to keep you on your toes, just to...
Yes. It doesn't relate to anything that you're doing. It's just there to make you wonder, what did I do?
Just to make
What
you
do they mean?
concerned.
What do they mean, sin? Is that a thing I have to worry about? Am I getting the bad ending?
Eat up, Tims.
This game was so
Gorge
whimsical.
yourselves.
What's this about sins?
Hey,
Unlock a second Tim trampoline. I didn't know we had a first one.
420.
Oh wait, Tim trampoline. I got an idea. Where's the Tims? Go pick up a Tim, and then oh, maybe that was the Tim trampoline. What are you controlling?
No idea. I think it was a camera. I think it was like you can go up with that.
I was about to say that thing that you couldn't jump on that you said like there's an invisible wall. Oh, I think I can do it. Maybe? Yeah. And go up here. And there you go. Nope. But you see what I was trying to do, right?
Yeah,
Maybe you would have a better idea
laying down.
with camera control. There you are. Yeah. Nope, he just wants to eat.
Ingrate, lazy ingrate.
All right, so level. Oh, never mind. We're dropping off.
Yeah, I'm dropping off gems. I don't have any blue. Toss these. Get rid of our reds too while we're at it. And finish off our supply of pinks.
How do we unlock the Tim trampoline?
Well, now you just took the gems
some
back.
of those pink. Yeah.
Maybe this is the Tim
dropped
trampoline.
But how do we unlock a second one?
Oh, this one has a hat on.
That's our goal now. Oh yeah, he has Yuji Naka's hat, his iconic hat. Oh, he wants yellow. He's hungry for some yellow.
All right, boy, here you go.
I'm trying to. No, come back.
No, idiot! I put it down just for you, motherfucker.
All right.
Here.
Yeah, toss him at the yellow. There you go.
It's all for you.
You're the special one. You're wearing the hat.
You are the chosen one. Get out of here, Blue. Oh, well. At least I ended up tossing a whole bunch.
Oh! Goes.
And Leon is getting larger. Pick up a Tim and then press A to throw it at a bigger Tim.
Are we sacrificing the smaller Tims to the larger one?
Perhaps.
I would love to pick it up.
I think they need to be big enough to be picked up. But not small enough, or not too big.
Okay,
Alright, they want... Well, that
one's dead. Oh, no. He's back.
Is there a little yellow one around here?
Let's just go find one somewhere else. Okay, well, that one just ran on its treadmill.
Well, you know, they're going to do what they're going to do, you know?
Oh, I really want to throw a Tim at a Tim. Okay. Are these... No, there's a Tim right there.
That blue one? Yep.
Yeah. Come here. How do you pick them up? Oh, there you go. Good, you got it. Where's our Yuji Naka Tim?
Oh, this must be the trampoline. They have to get on their own accord, it looks like.
There we go. Can you feed him?
Or maybe... No idea. I give up.
I think he's too busy doing that to be fed.
Well, let's see. Do you want to go to World 2 or 3 now?
Why don't we do it sequentially?
Yeah, that's a novel idea. All right, 2-1. The Dolphin and the Diver, a tale as old as time. I'm still a wolf.
Yep.
Oh, don't let me get one of those. That's fucked up.
I feel like I should probably get something for myself.
Yeah, and I'm gonna deposit.
Yeah, bearing in mind that you have to pick up stuff in this level.
I should probably keep one bun.
Sure. Jumping Jack. So the fact it's called Jack.
I can call you
like
bunny
Jack
too.
Rabbit?
I just realized I call it bunny. It's still a fucking kangaroo. I just don't associate kangaroos with like hover jumps. I guess.
Maybe it's not. Like it could be like a Jack Rabbit. That could be the whole idea. All right, I will take one.
No, it straight up has a pouch like a kangaroo has.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what they're going for. I would love to oh, right. Our right bumper. Okay. But you go ahead and get that one. As soon as we find the key.
Yep, gotta get the key first somehow.
Well, you can.
I'm looking around.
Okay. I think you're overthinking this.
Oh, you can get on top of this weird stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. That must be the diver. But where's the dolphin? Shelly Jolts!
Oh, I didn't like that dance.
They're doing the wave. I'm surprised. I'm
That
way
was
more.
weird, Trophy.
I'm way more for all this whimsiness than you are. You are
Well,
very
I'm not a-
anti-whimsy.
I'm not necessarily anti-whimsy. It was just a little, like, wobble. I didn't like. I do want to get that statue over there.
We will. All right, get me up there. Gotcha. Anything back there? Oh yeah, a little blue gem up there. Oh well, I fucked that up. Oh,
I'd love to get that key. I can't.
I thought the Tim was gonna
Where
get it
am
for
I?
us. You're over there. Become jellyfish.
No.
No?
Player 2 is not allowed.
What?
Like, no, you're not responsible enough. You know what? You said too many mean things.
We can tell. We're
About
offended. We're mad
animations?
about it. Yeah. Strange. I guess this is a sort of power up that dictates the pace a little bit more. Ay, ay,
Oh,
ay.
God.
Well. Oh, it was a trap. It was a trick.
I'll let you take care of this for a minute.
Yeah.
My allergies are acting up and I can't see anymore.
Oh, that's not good. Well, I'll take control for a minute and I'll figure something out. I want to see if I can grab this stuff. If I can circumnavigate all this geometry, which I can. There's one over there, too. I'm going to need you to actually do this double jump, if you can see well enough to do that.
Where are we trying to get to that blue thing?
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Yo.
Okay. All right.
Tis the season for allergies,
I don't know what.
huh?
Yeah, just the real sudden allergy, like allergy attack there. I'll let you know when I can see again. my eyes are just kind of swollen up.
Huh. That seemed fucking useless, that one right there. Can I get on top
Yeah, I
of
know, my
that?
eyes fucking suck.
Oh, no, sorry. You can't jump out of this, like, to get that gem up there. Can I land on this?
You have to-
That's good.
You can jump on it as a different character.
Can you give me a jump?
All right, hold on. Let me.
Don't worry about the direction. I
Stop.
just need
Stop
eight.
moving. Yes. Let me take care of the movement part. Okay.
There we go.
I can see for now. So. All right.
Give me a jump.
Oh, we did get it. There's more stuff here.
Yeah. There's a statue we probably weren't supposed to get yet.
How do I even exist? Says I'm allergic to whimsy. I specifically, Charkie, am allergic to whimsy.
You heard it
The
here
thing is,
first, folks.
I like whimsical stuff. I don't. I am fine with like Magic Meows earlier. It said that like about the secondhand embarrassment looking at the dance scene. I don't feel that. Sort of.
I
with
felt
this-
it in relation to certain things, not in this game.
Yeah,
Not as ES.
not. And I was about to say for this, I don't feel it, but there's just
Oh,
in some instances there is like some sort of off-puttingness to like. I like the character designs, I do, but I don't feel comfortable with them. Like I wouldn't trust them.
if you met them in a dark alley, you'd
Yes.
be concerned.
Like I said earlier, that I think Balan himself is like villain coded.
I think it's possible.
What
to
are
get
you
over
trying
there.
to? I no. If you're looking at what I think you were looking at, then no.
My eyes are always bigger than my stomach when it comes to that. Well, let's just get in this, because this is clearly the intended progression. Alright, we can bank some stuff if we wanted to.
Do you want to...
I'm gonna bank one of the jellyfishes. It's awesome you have to wait for this entire thing to play out, as opposed to just, like, this thing appearing immediately. I don't even know why I'm doing this, because I mean, I could just easily, quote-unquote, bank it by, like, collecting another one.
That is... I did have that thought.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. We'll learn how to best navigate this game in time. Oh, I should probably have one that has an attack. That's effective enough.
Alright. You go ahead and get that.
Bubble blower.
Alright. You gotta read this text fast. Hold A to right on the bubble, watch out for obstacles, the bubble will burst if it collides or something.
Oh, it's just like the other one. What was the one?
So...
You know the one, the flower one. It's
so
like
wait,
that.
try...
Oh, you can hover in the air with this a little bit.
You can hover.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Try and do it off of mine, right?
Okay.
So I'll jump and then you hit it. That's interesting.
That can't be as effective as this, though. It's just this in a different form factor.
I think it feels to me like the bubble might get you a little further distance. So we were playing this in the Discord yesterday to kind of practice, make sure that everything worked. And something Johnny Baghead brought up was that doing co-op as like a speedrun category could be real interesting. Because it seems to open up a lot of movement ideas.
Oh, but I would need you up here. I wish there was like a quick
I
warp button. I wish one of the button that you could get here was just quickly warp your teammate to where you are, your co-op partner.
I think if you just get far enough away from me, maybe it'll...
Oh, so there is something stupid I want to do.
Okay. Oh, I'm curious if I can get this. Yes, okay. This it'll let me get. Uh-huh. What do you want to do?
You'll see.
Oh, you want to... I know what you want to do. Yeah, I was thinking that too, and I was thinking, like, I would suggest it if not for the fact that it takes so long to load into this.
I want to see if it's a different song. I want to see if it's different music at all.
Do you want me to take this one so you have the useful things?
Yeah, it's probably a smart idea, isn't it? That would be the smart way. I'll just confirm change like this. Then you replace...
Yeah, go... Okay.
It's in stage 1. It's in chapter 1.
Yeah, I know.
Which one do you want to replace?
I think I'm going to replace...
Tornado Wolf?
The Wolf, yeah.
Metal Bad Boy back in action. Alright. Oh, wait. Gotta get my gem. My righteously earned gemstones. Alright. Rock out, Charkie.
Yep, same song.
Definitely worth it.
Such a paltry amount of gems, too.
Yeah, really just a complete waste of time, of resources.
Oh, well, now I have 2 of them.
I was trying to get... Oh, well, at least I put the skull back along. The skull's useless other than that, so...
It seems like whenever you're paired up and you're trying to go for a power-up, like, whoever is going for the power-up does not get the power-up.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like the game will always prioritize the wrong person. Hey, you bet you forgot about me!
You could never. Oh, he's fighting this guy now.
Jesus, sorry.
Oh, they give you like a second.
Kamehameha!
Kamehameha! Kamehameha even. Oh. Oh! Thank God you saved it. I thought it was a mash. It looked like it was going to be a mash.
That's your fucking head in!
Now, I believe the fail animations for this are very funny, but the less we have to redo, the better.
Yes.
I see if there's ever one that we both get like good on. If we ever end up like failing to get one of these perfect, then we throw it.
Sure.
It's either excellent or nothing.
Kinda risky.
And we're just here again. All right. Oh,
You know what's weird though?
jump.
Is that
Oh shit.
you want to get
Yeah, let's get
yourself that thing? Okay.
No, I mean, maybe. Yeah. Now let's just get over there. That kind of
I'm curious what would happen if we both like did that.
Well, let's use
is that a new one down there?
Yeah, let's use the get down there. Why don't we?
Oh, okay. Wait. We need a key. We need a key for sure.
Oh, there's one right there.
Oh, I'll just stand still because I don't know where I am. I could move around right now because I'm still in the world, and I could easily just go, get killed.
Yeah, that's concern. Oh, there we go.
Ooh. This thing.
You're definitely prolonging this.
That's fun though.
All right, I want.
Okay. Is that new?
That is new.
Okay. Let me switch to something that make it easier for you. Okay. I said let me take control just
please.
for the first jump here. Oh, it didn't let me.
I saved it though. I realized that it fucked up, so I saved it. Dynamic Dolphin. They can go in the slide streams, but well, we can jump on the slide stream with this one. So they're just they're just better than this.
Yeah, I guess the jellyfish has a better attack. Okay. What is? Sometimes it just doesn't register. It feels like.
Oh, an egg. Don't mind if we do.
Oh, why did I disconnect? As in from you. Why did I
untether? Yeah. Oh. At least that didn't hurt.
Fine.
I didn't take damage despite the yelp of pain.
We don't need that.
We get plenty of keys though. We can grind this shit out if we want to. We can just like stockpile whatever power-ups we wanted. Which is something you eventually have to do. I forgot that
I am not allowed though to get any of these swim power-ups, I don't think.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we need to get that one.
Yeah, whatever, you can fight me. Enemies spawning in. Let's get over there.
Tiger Chimera says, man, using co-op to combine powers makes this look like an actual game.
Don't be fooled.
Okay, I am
hopelessly
up there
lost.
somewhere.
I'll come up to you.
Okay. I think when you swim, that automatically teleports me to you.
It almost feels better top down. It almost made more sense to me. Okay, I think I see what we have to do here. I'm picking up this platforming thing. I'm picking up what it's laying down. Alright, let's get back into it.
And that's it. We only missed one. thing that I have no idea where it could have been.
And we'll never know until I have to 100%
Yep.
this.
What is your character doing? What does that look?
Yeah, what does
on
that
their
look on
face?
your character's face?
I think that's your character.
No.
No, that's my character. I'm sorry. I forgot you're the taller one. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I didn't realize that we were using two separate abilities. I forgot for a second.
Now we return to 0. Alright, we got these blue gems, so now any creature craving blue gems can be fed. This one wants to eat a rabbit. I don't know if we
Yeah,
can do
that
anything
one
about
wants. That one wants to eat a. Ah, here we go. Come here, you. Okay, maybe I'll grab this.
There
one
we go.
instead.
That's a little rabbit. Okay, the rabbit needs to eat yellow. I can do that. Is that one a little rabbit?
Eat that. Damn it. There
No,
it goes.
that one doesn't have the eat. Oh, it did? It worked?
Oh, it made it smaller. I threw a small one and a big one like I said to, and then it made the big one smaller.
I guess it was pregnant, and now it is no longer.
Go and feed some drops to the well, whatever that message was.
It was the same message I'd been repeating. Just gonna put out some seed for him. And for you...
We need to really get to work on unlocking a second Tim trampoline, whatever the fuck that means. I feel like, all right, here's what I feel like, right? It's good that we're showing off what this thing is, but I think the brunt of our Tim activities need to be off screen.
Well, I mean, the thing that people like about Sonic Adventure is the Chow Garden, right? This
is
should
not-
do numbers. This should be the bit that gets us the most engagement. All right, let's go find World 2.
I mean, what I think the bit people like about Chow Gardens is that you can, take them to go do things with them, right? Like, you can actually go, like, race them or have them do fighting game stuff, right? And the other thing people like is that you can be Eggman and, like, pet one and it goes, Yosh.
No, I think Yuji Naka would understand better. Yuji Naka and Naoto Ohshima would understand the appeal of Chows better than the plebeian fans do. Alright, this is a weird assortment of powers I have here, but whatever, maybe this will work.
Yeah,
I know you
I'll
have
just stick
nothing,
with
but...
human.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
stick
just
with
see.
human for now.
Oh! Well, that's new.
But, yeah, we
No
need a
key, though.
key.
Alright. Let's skedaddle for now.
Yeah, why don't you pick something that can actually get that? There you go.
And then go up here. This.
Right?
Alright, that seems like progress. What if I just want to fuck around? See, the key's not, like, immediately next to wherever this...
It still feels like the game might be better off without the key mechanic, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like,
it
you
seems
just have the
unnecessary.
power up and you can get it. Yeah.
It seems like more trouble than it's worth. Gotta be up here, right? Are these about to collapse?
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I see the key.
Do we need something to break it?
No, we can just do that.
Yeah.
That works just fine. How about this? Is there anything here? No.
You want to go get that power?
Yep. Teleporter, or telepotter. Oh, I hate the arms on this one. The arms and hands on this one, wretched. Teleport to out of reach areas.
And you can teleport through walls. So wait, that would have been really useful to get that key.
I suppose so. But this is ultimately worthless compared to...
It also leaves me behind. which is-
Yeah. I don't know about the practicality of that one. I think I might just bank that one at first chance. Oh, is that a baddie?
There's. All right, I think that's the key we were supposed to be getting earlier.
Here we go. I'm gonna go up here. Let's not get crushed.
Ooh.
Good dodge.
Okay, I'm gonna. Whoops.
Oops. Well,
you did bank the teleport the first chance you got, so.
I suppose so. All right, let's get the fuck
We
out
should
of
probably.
here.
I was gonna say we should probably get another key because I think that one's respawned.
Yeah,
The one you
that's
can use
true.
the teleporter to get.
Sure.
There you go.
All right, then I think it's this one here. And what does it? Where does this go? Oh, there's something there. I think your double jump should be enough. Yeah, you jump.
Oh, we got.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. I'm gonna
You
break
get
off
that.
from you
Or,
so you
no,
can get.
I
Okay.
should probably get that first, shouldn't I? Then
Yes,
we wait for it to
yes.
respawn. So we can actually figure out what it is. Double jumper.
Well, now I definitely need to get one of these.
So
and
we can
need to-
quadruple jump.
Yes.
All right, we have a key, right?
What?
Let's wait a minute in real time, and we'll read
yeah.
chat in the meantime. Frank
All right.
Gothic says, this just reminded me of a game that had similar mechanics, but much more satisfyingly executed. Puppeteer, where you got different heads that gave different powers and abilities for secrets and so forth.
I want to
Tiger Gamera
disconnect
says-
from you, so it's
Oh,
easier
yes.
to get the thing once I.
Oh, right, I need
go
to...
to-
Yeah, right.
Yes. Ah, okay.
Stay away from me. Tiger Gamera says, the mechanic that might have worked is if it wasn't for every power-up, maybe it was for a handful of specific challenges.
All right.
All right.
That's good. That's a good combo.
Yeah, I think we just solved the game.
Yeah.
It's
You know
what
what?
it feels
Okay,
like.
Another off-stream thing. We just need to go grind out that power-up.
Oops, gems. Hey, you want to go over there?
Sure.
We'll make this, right? We can definitely make this.
Maybe. I'm not actually sure.
Let's jump down here first.
Okay.
We can make that. We can
All right,
definitely
let's go.
make that.
Nope.
We can't make that. We definitely can't make that.
And what's great is we lost this power-up, so we'd have to go get it again.
Fuck!
So get us back there, and I'll catch up on chat.
We have two keys, right? Oh.
We have 2 keys, yes.
son
Oh,
of
I
a-
lost my suit. Because it disconnected us. I was letting it... Whatever.
All right, you jump. Oh, right.
Whoa,
forgot.
wait. Okay, yeah. Let me get up. I seem to be T-posing. Okay, so checking up on chat, Tiger Chimera says, you know, as a person that's only watched other people play this game, my biggest complaint about it is the transformations don't turn you into animal things, but put you in a mascot suit, and the world is clearly magical enough they could afford to let you transform the thing directly. I don't know, I think the suit aspect of it gives it some charm. See, I'm not opposed to whimsy. Johnny says this game's very Mario Odyssey-ish.
You don't say.
There we go. Okay. Got it.
All right.
All right, we got to be careful with these, though, because, you know, we don't want to... Again, though, like I said, off-stream activity is probably going to be grind these out. What is... Oh, baseball.
Baseballer! To bat the ball of your life. I can adjust my place on the plate. Is it gonna pitch it? Wow, this game sucks. This is a horrible minigame idea.
Okay. Ready?
You have to press A first to get it to go into pitch mode.
Yay. That sounded sarcastic.
Fuck! How's that a nice hit?
hit?
It whiffed completely. Is that a home run too?
No. Oh wait, yeah, it was. Okay, sure. We have a very loose definition of home run.
What am I doing wrong here? Oh dear.
You know what? Maybe you bat with the other hand.
How and why?
I don't know. I do not know what to tell you.
At least you got us the perfect. At least you brought home the bacon on this one. I don't get that one fucking bit. Whatever that was sucked, in my opinion. In my esteemed opinion.
Okay, I think the... Again, sometimes it just randomly disconnects me.
We made it.
Wait, is there one up there? No, that's just gems in the bell.
It's just Hell's Bells.
Okay, there must be like a... Oh god, every time they show up huge, it's really disconcerting. Oh wait, is she on? No, she's...
No, she's just there. We were just...
Okay.
You gotta help me.
What?
You gotta help me get that. I want those bells.
Alright,
I got a loan I have to repay to Tom Nook.
Okay.
That's my video game reference for the show. I don't usually have many of them in the pocket, but this is the way we came and the way we're going.
Yeah, it's
really
like
hard to tell that.
We have to go towards the giant lady.
What is this area, though?
These
Were we here? Did we do something here? I don't recall being here.
We weren't here because we kind of skipped over it, but this is going towards the start of the level.
Okay, I see. We went
kind
that
of
way.
took we took a circuitous route.
You know, we might as well get more double jump
Yay.
then, as long as we're here.
All right, there I am.
Like, why would we not?
Let me grab it because I have
yeah.
spare spaces. Yeah. I might as well get that key.
Yeah, I don't need to wait for another one. We need to keep the water one still. So.
Yeah. I would have liked it if I could switch to the other one while I'm in air and then get more jumps out of it. Like, honestly, I wish that the transformation was faster. Right?
Yes.
I feel like that could have just been, if not instant, then near instant.
You get these, by the way? The idea of these?
Yep. That's why I was saying we probably need a water one for that. Is this a new one over here?
No, that's the one I have.
Oh
right
yeah, that's
now.
the one you're using. Yeah.
So you're not allowed.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not allowed because it's a water one.
You know what? Bank it.
Bank?
Yeah, just to be safe. And I also need an attack one for dealing with enemies.
Should I bank both of these? Or both of the ones I have? Or
only if we go back and get another one.
Alright, I'll keep one. Again, off-stream activity can be grinding this shit out.
Yeah, you just gotta select the top left.
I think...
Unless you want to take another one in with you.
I don't know what I want to take.
Take nothing.
Take nothing?
Yeah, take nothing.
Alright.
Keep that for double jumps, and we'll figure something out. No, I'm saying
no,
keep
if I take...
one of the The double jumps.
So if I only have one costume, I'm always in that costume.
That's fine.
All right.
My thing is just let me do an attack here. And there's a power up over. Oh, well.
Let's start for that. That's a teleporter.
You might as well grab it.
Telepotter.
Yep.
Okay, let me. I don't know if I can. Oh, yeah, I guess I can. I'm honestly surprised.
I wonder if you can attack with that, is my question. Can you warp into that fucker?
Yes.
That's good.
So that is an attack. It is not a jump.
I want that.
Wait. Okay, you're on your own.
Oh, whoops. It's one of these. I mean, I guess not whoops.
Yep.
I guess we have to do them.
Yeah. What am I going to exterminate today?
I'm a one-man genocide.
Fuck. I completely fucked up.
They give you like a second of hang time at the end
Yeah.
of it when the images converge.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be more strict than I think it is.
They were really proud of these, weren't they? And
Yeah.
for no good reason either.
Okay, this is a lot easier now that I realize that they
It
give you
hangs
that
on it
leeway
for
at the end.
a few frames, yeah.
Yeah. Frank Gothic says, I think what I actively hate about this game so far is the other characters disappearing when you get close. Like, it detaches you from the life of the world around you. Like,
Is that real? Is that water real? It looks like half transparent to me.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, I hate that.
This is how you're supposed to get over here, by the way.
Yeah, water is one directional, by the way, I'm just discovering. Okay.
Yeah, like, Frank Gothic is right. Like, you should be able to platform off of that giant girl's head. Right? That
Yes.
should be like a platform.
As opposed to just some weird disappearing set dressing. Anything over here? No, that's just
There's a teleporter again.
Telepotter, please.
Telepotter. I keep
Teleporter
messing
was
that
his
up.
father's name. Knowing that
Just that I
getting
didn't know-
hit or falling into pits gets rid of your power up does make me like extra cautious and nervous about.
Yeah.
I think this is going to primarily be on you. I think I got to rely on you to do.
Yeah, I'm trying, but this is not an easy one to try and like do anything with.
I need to go down there and grab that again. I think this is like you need to solve. It's the one in the middle.
Yeah, I know. I can't really aim this thing very well, is the thing.
I got it. I can just jump on its head.
Yeah.
This one.
Mhm.
Cool, more stage.
I think we're close to the end of the stage.
God, you would hope so.
Bye.
Oh, I think I was supposed to transfer.
Only if you really wanted those purple gems.
Nah, it's okay. Uh-oh. No, 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 no! Stay there.
I was not in jump mode, by the way, so I couldn't exactly help with that.
Alright. Just wanted to see if there's anything
Don't
up here.
think this is anything.
No,
Oh, wait,
I'm
wait.
right.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Yeah, I think you could have done a whole circuitous puzzle to do that, like figuring out which of these goes where and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or just play the game co-op.
You play. Yeah. I feel like playing the game co-op is definitely going to color our takeaway of this game by the end of it.
I bet the next thing is a boss.
Yes, it is.
Should we even fucking bother going to get the like different attacks and whatnot?
It's going to provide you attacks for the boss fight itself.
Yep, good thinking. Good stinking.
Well, I mean, you say a boss fight is next, but what's actually next is a cutscene telling us why this girl is sad.
It's because she was a lady who was put on LSD by the CIA and involved in those dolphin experiments. That's why it's the diver and the dolphin.
Oh. I'm sad because I actually hate dolphins, and they won't leave me alone.
This is the worst day of my life.
See, this is exactly why.
I mean, in fairness, dolphins are sickos, are sociopaths.
Friendship ended with Dolphin.
Now the darkness is my new best friend. For real though, dolphins suck.
And that's the form her sadness takes.
Cool pompadour. Which one is this?
Can't. It's a water one. I can't take any of these. It's all you.
Cool. They really fully thought this shit out.
Your thing is an AoE, by the way. I think.
Yeah, but how much range do we... Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, move. It falls up from behind us.
Oh,
Ooh.
I got hit!
Oh, here's another one up here.
No, I already have this one. I lost my double jump.
Oh.
Way worse. It also means that there's no possible way to... You see, if I had done the werewolf and just kicked that thing, but now I need to do... When they do the water pillar, I get in that as this.
Yeah.
Fucking obnoxious.
You want to just grab that one anyway?
Yep, just to bank it. Oh, and then
Yeah,
immediately
good
lose it
thing-
because there was a thing underneath us, apparently.
Good thing you grabbed it.
Yeah, I think these ones I have to repel using
Yeah.
that. Really bad boss fight.
I don't even know how you would use 3 different powers on that one.
Repel with the jellyfish for the electrified ones. Use any other one to kick the one that wasn't electrified, and then go into the water tunnel as the
Okay.
dolphin.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
Drink up,
Drink
don't
up.
mind if I
See?
do. Weird lighting on our character, but... I caught a fish this big. Oh, this one's disorienting. Oh, I hate this one.
Yeah. Yeah, who hates Whimsy now?
No, you're gonna fall off the ledge! You're gonna fall off the ledge! This is actually SeaWorld was going to bring a stage number to the parks to flag, to shore up flagging attendance, and they end up using it for this instead.
I'm willing to admit that it's a me thing to see the worst in this because I know this game is all about dreams and stuff. And, I just have so many nightmares I'm waiting for the bottom to fall out of this. Sorry for killing you. I'll do it again, though, if you give me the opportunity. That's right. Lower your guard.
No oxygen tank for you this time.
Oh, that's right.
There's no hope of coming back up.
Well, he knocked the oxygen tank away from her the first time.
She couldn't even afford another one. Cool.
You're one thing away from getting the train. Thankfully, we do have another set of levels already unlocked.
What is this one? What is this rainbow gem that we can apparently get? I don't know, but we should find the eggs. I should at least hatch the eggs. Did we collect any eggs?
I thought we did.
I thought we did too, but clearly
In fact,
I
will let you take care of figuring that out because you have camera control.
Oh, I see a little hat. Hey, you, put on this little hat. We're
I want
fine.
food.
You'd be a little beggar, I guess. Here, enjoy. It's time to feed my babies. I don't know, this is the thing I'm most interested in. The same way the thing I'm most interested in when I play a Sonic Adventure is the Chow Garden, Even knowing that this is, like, a pale imitator. It's lacking in any of the depth that made that such a compelling fixture of my childhood.
Did you get deep into chocobo racing and breeding in Final Fantasy VII when you played it?
I got to the point where I got the gold chocobo. I hated every second of it. Because it was way more tedious in that game and way more of a time commitment, I felt like, even though the Chow Garden is literally more of a time commitment. And probably way more work, but for whatever reason it felt like more work in Final Fantasy VII. Alright, what do you guys want to eat? What little creatures can I feed to you? Well, just only eat a little more. I want to see these guys, like, with the little bubbles above their heads saying, like, let me kill, let me feed.
Tell you what, I'm going to use the restroom real quick while you...
While I bang my head against this, yes. You look big enough. Oh, now you're definitely big enough, right? Right? You have hearts above your head? That's the sign? Come on, don't leave me hanging here. How big do they need to get? And how do you gauge that? Why does this one have medals on them, like they're like a decorated general or something? That's the Purple Heart there, that's the French Foreign Legion medallion, and they are a weird-looking duck, too. Right, that one's asking for yellow. Yellow's on the menu. Little bunny's on the menu. Where are they at? I feel like there should be more Tims kicking around here. I feel like there's a significant lack of Tims. It feels like we're basically just cycling the same 5 or 6 Tims. Ad infinitum. And all those tiny ones are just disappeared at this point. Well, whatever. We cleared World 2, and by the time Charkie gets back, I can...
And I am back.
Very good. We'll start on World 3. We probably won't finish World 3 tonight.
Sure, let's do 3-1 at least. Because the moment we beat 3-2, it sends us straight into the boss.
Let's see who needs therapy now. The girl who's Gaga for bugs. Okay, I can see your problem here. It's gross.
I'm sad because I don't have enough bugs.
We need to help this girl find a new hobby that is less gross.
I feel like we can safely bank all of these aquatic ones.
Yeah? Hello to the inventory. Say goodbye to water summons. Oh, we can play the mini games if we wanted to. If you had so much fun with them, you can.
Yeah. Oh no, not really. I guess.
We'll keep double jump. Wait, there's only one of them.
We only have one left.
Right.
Again, off-stream activities.
Yeah. All right, we'll start from scratch on this one, I think.
Okay. What I'm gonna take with me though is just for fights, just in case, and then pounding pig, just so I can actually jump. Okay.
Very good. I canceled out of here.
Get a key.
All right, you guys hold it. I want to see what this is. Lovely lantern.
Oh, is your only ability gonna be like?
Oh, we can illuminate dark areas.
So it flickers
Fucking
on and off
pointless.
when it feels like it. Did you see that?
Fucking worthless.
It said it flickers on and off when it feels like it. Ow, well, there goes the dragon.
There goes the lantern.
We probably
Tiger
needed
Chimera
that.
raises a really good point. Where I need to get that lantern again, I presume. I assume
Yeah.
there's going to be like a puzzle that actually needs it. But do me a favor, read Tiger Chimera's comment.
Okay. It's so weird they don't show you the cutscene for what's going on with the character until after you basically beat the world.
Yeah! Yeah, it's completely out of sequence. The character introduction should be the first thing you see when you enter these worlds. Because you see the
well,
characters...
I have it now.
Well, that's fine.
All right. I don't like how this co-op thing works with this tethering thing. Like, I'm not opposed to tethering because, like, I get what it's for, but the way it works is so busted in so many different, like, applications of it. Also, I think we can get this with Pig. I need
Get what?
control. That.
Oh, I get you.
Oh, you know what? We can still do it. I just need you to hit a jump once we get close.
Yeah. Got it.
There we go. Okay. All right. Giving it back to you. But I really don't like how this tether thing works because it seems like if you are the one who is steering and we go to a power-up, you should get the power-up.
Yeah. In a perfect world. Yeah, right now I'm just obsessed with the fact that, like, yeah, that comment really put things into perspective. Like, the character should be introduced in the first mission, and the whole, like, you going through these dreams is the resolution of their, like, nightmare or whatever, like, thing is troubling them.
Like, I get that it's... the way I'm looking at it, I'm not going to say you're wrong, right? But the way I'm looking at it is that those things are the introduction to the boss fight. Because, like, their grief has, in their minds, turned them into... God damn it. See, exactly what I was talking about. Their grief has, in their minds, turned them into that monster.
Alright, let me up here and tether for me. Or break for me. Thank you. I'm just waiting for that key to pop up again. Fuck. I hate platforming. I hate platformers. I don't know if this has been established on the channel
here's the
yet.
Thing. Next time we do this, let's see if there's a way where I can be player one, maybe.
Yes. That will
That might, like,
go way
smooth
better.
things over. Yeah. I know yesterday when we were talking about it, I was like, I don't want to be player one, but nah, I think I probably should be player one.
Reb Wrangler!
And see, now with this, we can go back to level 1. And do that one thing.
Congratulations, you! You did it! Cool, I have no attack,
can't.
so I still just gotta jump on these fuckers.
Yeah.
Again,
I mean, you know, thankfully that works, so...
Again, wouldn't it have been cool if there was, like, 2 buttons for each character, and this character could shoot, like, a web or something? Like, as an attack.
So, do we think that this game was made for very young children?
even if it was, even if that is, 2 buttons is not a monumental hurdle. Like, using every button on the controller, sure, I get that, and simplifying and streamlining the controls, I get that to a certain extent.
There's a thing down there, and I don't know what it was.
That's a
Is
spider.
that our web crawler? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm curious what these things are, and also...
Oh, God.
Like, clearly there's another power-up we're gonna get that has something to do with that.
Yeah.
I wonder if we need to go backwards.
Oh, okay. Took 1 hit. Cool.
Creepy crawly. What's down there? Key?
Yes. Why don't I go get it?
Nope,
No,
I'll bite
never
the bullet. Are these anything?
The decoration?
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah, go through.
I also saw a statue at the top of that block that was moving up and down.
Okay, we clearly get some sort of fire ability.
Yeah. Wait, the lantern.
No, that's definitely not, but I'll switch to it just to satisfy our curiosity.
Light that with...
I don't have...
Can you
My-
burn
my
yourself
button
in the
is
torch?
jump. We can lose our abilities.
Oh my god. Fuck this game.
There must be some other thing.
Yeah.
Lantern is literally just like a light, not a fire. Alright, I'm gonna have to climb it. Tether
Wait.
to me.
No, hold on though. How the fuck can we... I guess, yeah, like how would you get out of here if not for someone who has a spider?
Well, you could... How... Hey, how do I get... I'm sorry, how do I get off of this? Am I missing something?
Probably going left.
T-pose.
Wow, they really did not think this one through at all. Well, this isn't going to help because I'm not tethered to you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have to go down and then back around.
Horrible. All right.
Alright, you get that.
We need this.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
controlling
you're in
it.
control.
Oh,
Now
no,
I-
okay, we've...
There was something up here.
Yep. Good intuition.
I could theoretically
Okay.
grab onto that, then go all the way up there, and there's a blue switch there, but I don't think we can make those jumps without whatever that weird floating pod thing is, or like one of the hover jumps or double jumps. Okay.
Okay. You're in control.
I don't want to.
Like, whoever is not in control during the climbing sections just T-poses.
I did not want to deal with the spider web dilemma. I just want to. Oh, bye.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
Hopefully it'll just warp you here sooner rather than later. Oh, no. Oh, bye.
Goodbye. I picked up another spider thing while I was down there, by the way.
Can I get on the other side of this? No.
See, that one lets you climb up. The other one didn't let me climb. Is that the player 1, player 2 thing happening again? do
It
you think?
must be. I mean, it's wretched if that's the case.
It
Oh,
seems like
I
there's
get
a
this.
weird priority. And there, good.
Bye. Fuck!
No, you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
I don't have patience. This shit sucks. Fuck timing puzzles.
Okay, tether to me. Or wait, I'm not there anymore.
We also can't
Okay, we
tether
can't-
We
them.
have to find the answer
Yeah.
by ourselves.
Tiger Chimera had redeemed to say something nice. Again, you know, it's nice that every world is themed.
Okay, wait. Wait. Now.
You know, so there's variation between the worlds at least. So it's like, you know, you end one, you move on to the next one. You're like, you're not going to mistake these zones for one another, I suppose. arrow, just like, yeah, let's go this way. We don't know how to signpost this effectively. We ran out of yellow paint, you see, but... What the fuck is this?
Little gravestone.
Oh, no, it's a door for our little Tims to go through, I think.
Or maybe we get, like, a get tiny sort of item.
Oh, I lost the spider because I couldn't see shit. Brutal.
I think that's the end of the level over there.
Thank God.
Alright.
Oh, let's see if you can get up here. Spider!
Yep.
Go, Web, go!
Alright, I need to take control for this one. Okay. It's doing that thing again where the person who has lead should be in front, and it's not going to be do that.
Very cool.
Because if you're up front, okay, disconnect. All right, and then connect back from the rear. Okay. So let me try that.
Nah, it might just be we're doing this wrong. I don't want to try it anymore.
All right.
I've given up.
Like I said, I don't think we're 100%ing this game.
It's probably for the best.
I think I've just played too many games, you know, where like we do this sort of stuff, and it turns out at the very end that we were working for the bad guy all the whole time, right?
You're just expecting it. You're preempting it now.
Yeah. Like, oh no, I can't believe you actually listened to Balan and you destroyed the trees of love.
You put all these people into comas. They had gotten over their fears, or they were like dealing with their healthy fears, and now they've all just like completely regressed. They're trapped in their nightmares forever now. And that's on you, kid. I think we unlocked World 4.
You know what my point of reference is, though? The NES game Kokoro. It's another game where you are in a dream world, you get different costumes, you are led by a little mascot guy, but at the end of that game, it turns out he's the villain, and he's been using you to feast on people's dreams. You have to, like, go and fight him.
We unlocked Worlds 4, 5, and 6, by the way. I've not even finished World 3.
Nope.
Well, you know, before we go, I want to unlock that goddamn second Tim trampoline.
Good luck. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna stand here.
What are you hungry for, boy? How about you over there? What do you want to eat? Gotta say something.
Petier Railcar says, your person looks like a Sonic character if they were a person. Which I guess makes sense.
Yeah. Not the most surprising thing. Okay, this one wants to eat a yellow rabbit. Alright, give me a yellow rabbit. Oh.
We did it, I guess. I guess it did have to do with that thing. Did it?
Really don't feel much of a sense of accomplishment for this.
Unlock the second section of the Tower of Tims.
Wait, where'd that yellow one?
770.
The yellow one just disappeared for a second there. I don't get the Tim behaviors at all.
No.
I know that one wants to eat rabbits.
I mean, that's... From what I remember, like, if you really dive into, like, the A-Life stuff from Knights, like, that was actually, like, really complicated.
Yes.
So
a lot of, like, time of day and system clock stuff.
Yeah. That kind of parses with, like, if this is supposed to be like that, then yeah, I guess this is why it would be very obtuse.
All I know is I'm getting rid of all these gems.
I like how my character is, like, creepy Watsoning you.
Yeah, just resigned to their fate until... Yep.
Yeah. You remember that video?
Yes,
like,
of creepy Watson from the Sherlock Holmes games. Yes.
I do remember there was a one of the modern Sherlock Holmes games. For April Fools, they actually put out a video of their Watson doing the creepy Watson with like the same creepy music.
It's a novel.
I want to say that's Frogwares.
Yes, Frogware would be the Sherlock Holmes developer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could wait here feasibly forever, and these people could theoretically, this amount of Tims could, given enough time, given infinite time, get this all the way up to a milli.
This is an idle game now.
Actually,
yeah, Tiger Chimera said the same thing. You got the second building in Balan's Tim idle game.
But I think ultimately that will do it for us for tonight.
Yeah, just leave the. I was gonna say leave the game running in the background overnight.
No, I don't want to rack up hours in this game. I don't want my Steam profile to show like 900 hours in Balan Wonderworld necessarily. What is the theatre?
Guessing cutscenes.
Yep. Emma Cole's opening. Balan's opening.
Lance. That's his name. The villain.
Lance appears. Fiona Demetria. Jose Gallard. We don't have Emma Cole's. Oh, wait, hold on.
We do
Leo
have
Craig.
Cole's, didn't they? Do we want to just take a look at Leo Craig's opening real quick? Because it's like 20 seconds difference.
Might as well.
See what my character been up to. There's that kid who doesn't take baths. Why is he dancing?
Well, that's the girl. The girl's canonically sticky. This guy is just a loner, I think.
No, in my mind, okay, obviously it's not the case anymore because they're coming up to him. In my mind, though, like, they're both kids who just refuse to take baths. And, like, they're like, I just wish there was someone else out there like me. Someone who doesn't like taking a bath. A real stinky person who I can associate with. But no, he does just, I guess, not want to be with anybody.
Tiger Chimera is saying this boy's cutscene is literally he has his AirPods in. Alright.
And now we know the whole story.
We'll exit game on that one for now. And take it to the epilogue screen. Folks.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I had that one prepared in advance.
That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about with the vibes.
The vibes are wretched! Thank you everyone for tuning in to the first episode of the co-op Balan Wonderworld playthrough. Those of you who did stick with us on this one. We're gonna continue. Against better judgments. Against your preservation instinct. It is your fault, because I didn't even mention at the beginning of the show that patrons and boosters and subscribers all voted for this game, effectively. And if you would like to vote for our next game and in future polls and make recommendations to us as to what to play, consider becoming a Patreon pledger, Twitch subscriber, Discord booster, in whichever order. And you will gain access to, on our Discord, hit him with a link to the Discord, please, the Patreon Zone, or Patreon Saints channel on our Discord, wherein you can vote and speak direct to us and feed us your suggestions. And it is for that reason why we are playing this game. We thank you for supporting us. We hope you enjoy this playthrough. I will share this little story. When I was still doing the writing regularly, when I was doing the writing thing, badgamehallofame.com, I got emails from, I'm not going to say their name, obviously, but their email address was their full name at their school email address. So clearly someone who's like in middle school or high school, who would send me a message every day, would email me every day, it felt like, asking me to review Balan Wonderworld for the site. And I responded to them a couple times, like, hey, we'll get to it when we get to it. You know, I kind of want the full story to come out. Because this was like a week after the game had come out that these messages began. And it continued for months. And kept going. They sent from different email addresses, sent from their mother's email address at some point, which is adorable. Maybe they thought like their emails weren't going through, even though I responded to them. And eventually they dropped off. for like a month and then came back and started messaging again. They've been like on and off for the past several years. So I just want to say to them, I hope that this is good enough. I know this is not an article that you had been asking for, but hopefully this playthrough will sate your need for me to play this game along with my compatriot Charkie, my dream partner, my partner in dreams, Charkie. We'll be back with this on Thursdays. We still have not decided our next Tuesday game. We're leaving it to, or we're hoping that we might get a good suggestion from our patrons and boosters and subscribers in that Patreon Saints channel that we might pull from one of their ideas for what our next Tuesday game is. And as for Saturday, this Saturday will be LJN Connection Part 4, the year 1991 in LJN's release catalog. So please look forward to all that. Let's see who is stream at the moment, who we can raid. The K4 Boom asking what the song from. This is from the Silent Hill arcade game. It is a cover of the Gradius theme, if memory serves.
Yes.
Very good. It's from the UFO ending to that game. Casey.me, who is a wonderful YouTube channel, is currently streaming Balatro. So I will send folk her way, because I like a Casey. Pleased to show her some love as we get this raid started. And that'll do it for us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting first episode. We got that history out, which is good. It's good to have that done and dusted until the last episode when I have to do it all again for the other direction, for the epilogue portion of it. But I've been Cass.
And I'm Charky.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining us in the Wonder World. Say hello to Balan's World. And we will return. We will see this game through, no matter how long it takes. I don't think it's going to be super long. If we're not 100%ing it, it'll probably be like 2 or 3 streams, I would imagine. Bye!
Good night, everybody.